So I just follow the flow. Hello, everybody.
Hey,
Welcome to
everybody.
Uncensored Minds 117. How are you
Wow.
doing this evening, lovely lady?
I am doing, KD. Shall we just say I am doing? How are you today?
I'm doing. I'm making it do what it do.
That's
So
right.
I am
That's
doing.
all we can do.
Welcome, everybody.
Yes, yes.
Hello, everybody. Thank y'all for your patience. Tonight, I have to take the blame. I am the holdup tonight, so I have to take the blame. Some of y'all saw Isha did a live because I didn't have a chance to do an advertisement today. So I did a live and did a little transparency in the dark
Okay.
for my people. So
Okay.
hello everybody. Again, thank y'all for being so patient with us. Those that saw my live, I told y'all I was gonna be late. I didn't even try to hide that little bit. I went to see my friend this evening. My co-host, they all know I have a friend. She's a sister. Um, she was diagnosed with metastasized cancer a week ago, and I had been promising her that I was going to get there to see her. So today after work, I made up my mind to go and see her and sit with her a couple of hours. So I made it in time. I'm here. And
Yes.
we just have to go on with life. And we're going to do and make Uncensored Mind one of the special shows tonight since T
Yes.
made challenge me, y'all.
Hey. Hey. Well, listen, you can never turn down a good challenge.
Of course. And
You
I know I
well, all the
can't.
smoke. Yeah. You want all the smoke,
Exactly.
right?
Exactly. With that, I'm going to go into the affirmation. Life challenge each and every day. And, it's just something that you're going to have to face. Some of them you don't mind facing, some of them you're forced to face. So, me, I've always been the type, whenever I'm given a challenge, I'm going to step up to it. If I succeed or not, in my mind, I'm going to succeed, but I'm going to go in with the intentions of succeeding. So, any challenge that you're given, go in with the succeeding. And that includes the challenges of life. We're faced with things that we cannot change, but you still must go on with life and continue to live your life through the challenges that are put there. Because those challenges are going to build you and build you to be a better person for the next challenge that is sure to come your way. Because one thing about it in this life, you can't live without a challenge. So, with that being said, let's get into Uncensored Minds. And please like and share the video. Don't forget to share. And throw up those hearts, throw up those uncensored emojis, throw them up and help us spread because we are growing. So, with that, let's get ready to rock and roll. Are y'all gonna keep me on so long? Oh my God, they're gonna keep me on so long. Oh, so they're gonna keep me on solo. Y'all, tonight, let's just get ready for a great show. And as you see my name is Destra up there. I'll let T explain the name Ish. I'm not even gonna explain it, but as y'all can see, I can't dress the part. I'm in a complete different character. So I am Destra tonight.
Well, I love it, Miss Dextra, and I can't wait to hear the explanation behind this whole Dextra thing. Is I'm ready for it.
Well, I don't think anybody could explain it better than T or maybe the prophet. I don't know what he's going to come out as tonight. Probably shit starter.
Maybe,
Knowing
maybe,
T,
just maybe,
just maybe, just maybe.
maybe, just
And
maybe.
exactly. And where is Mr. Nell? He's the big man. He's the big dog. I have to give props to him. Today he knew I was at work, so he helped me out a whole lot as I was trying to come up with topics for the show tonight. And I gotta say, I bounced the topics off of somebody as he switched the words around. Nell would be happy to know that they did say that they could understand it better with the way he switched the words around. So I said, okay, he he know what he's doing. So again, thank you, Nell, for all of your help.
No, absolutely love your shirt. It makes me think of our
Hmm.
Thursday conversation.
You get it, you dig?
I love it. I
Everybody,
love it.
welcome everybody to Uncensored Minds, episode 117. We got a fun show for y'all tonight. Number of different topics that's broad range. So sit back, relax, and enjoy yourself. And we're gonna get right into the icebreaker question of the day. And the icebreaker question of the day goes a little something like this: if you were left on a deserted island, your two choices are your worst enemy or just yourself. Which one would you choose and why?
Hmm. So I'll go first. I think I would choose my worst enemy. I will say that because I don't think I've ever had an enemy, honestly. That's being honest. So I feel like I would choose my worst enemy so that I can have real intimate discussions about why are they my enemy. I just would want to have those discussions. So I would say my worst enemy.
And I thought about this and thought about this. And Ish, I do like your answer. I do like your answer. However, I had chosen to be by myself because my thinking is I'm going to end up killing them anyway and be by myself. So I may as well just start out by myself. But I do like your
Oh.
answer to sit down and find out why are we
Mhm.
enemies.
So
Oh
again,
yeah.
the was let's get it. Let's get it. If you were on a deserted island, two people, you and your worst enemy, or just yourself, who would you choose and why? So we heard the two ladies both speak, and the room is divided right now. But here comes me being a tiebreaker. I actually would choose my worst enemy. The reason why is sometimes it gets lonely by yourself. Two, sometimes you're stuck in jams. Worst enemy could be your best or your best. Just think, y'all could work together and build a raft or go out and hunt. While one is hunting, one is starting the fire, cooking and cleaning the kill. That way you both survive and you can eat. Also, y'all can put y'all two brains together and devise a plan and also live and protect each other. So sometimes we look
Mhm.
at things from a perspective, oh, I want to be by myself. Oh, that's my worst enemy. But what happens is, just think of a situation like this. We put ourselves in positions to where we are not always doing our best job representing ourselves to our creator. He doesn't never turn his back on us. He always gives us another opportunity to learn from our mistakes. This is right here is an opportunity to learn from your mistakes. You know what I mean? Your enemy, y'all devise a plan, y'all put in the worst case scenario, y'all band together, put your minds together, and y'all wind up getting out of that place successfully. You're doing things by yourself. You know what that's showing? That's showing a selfishness. Because you're being selfish to yourself of not, you're depriving yourself of extra hands and extra mind, extra eyes, extra manpower. And sometimes you got to look at things from a perspective of, you know what? Let's turn this enemy into a friend. Um,
Mm-hmm.
at the end of the day, it could be better for us than worse for us. And that's how I look at it. We're going to take it to the audience and see what they talk about.
I like that. I actually had to turn an enemy who was a patient. I wouldn't say enemy, but she was very prejudiced lady, and I had to do X-rays on her. She didn't want me to touch her. When I went to touch her, she done like this and said, "Don't put your hands on me." I knew exactly what it was. And I just told her, I had to do my job, and if she didn't want me to touch her, that maybe she could not receive the help that she came up seeking. But in the end, she became a patient, and in the end, we did become very close friends. She would bring me little gifts and little tokens. So I can see where you're coming from, Neil. I mean, like I said, my first answer was, if I think of it as an enemy, and y'all will see why T named me Dexter, my first thing is to like nix it. But when you look at it, you're right. You can turn your enemy into a friend. You really can.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Plus, we got to stop looking at things from a negative perspective. That's got to be like, if we stop always looking at things from the first eye with it from a negative eye, and we get an opportunity to see a different perspectives, different layers to things, right? Yeah, they're our worst enemy now, but just having the conversation and figuring some things out could actually be of a benefit to us, and you know,
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
enemy
Mm-hmm.
friends, and it's just it's a conversation. I mean,
Yeah.
placed in a situation where your back is against the wall and you have nowhere else to turn, and you're forced to deal with these issues that face on. So
Mm-hmm.
a situation like that, like, there's always a silver lining, then there's always a silver lining. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Train our minds better. I think we need to train our minds differently, I should say, and stop looking at things from a negative perspective and looking at them from a positive standpoint, because
Mm-hmm.
then you start to being able to decipher different scenarios that can be the best for you. Uh,
Right.
Right.
so that's the icebreaker question. That was the question that broke the ice today, and to get us thinking.
Did you
Um,
see Sarah's answer now?
I loved
Can,
it.
can we highlight Sarah's answer? I
sure.
like that. That's the highlight
Mm-hmm.
answer.
Absolutely. We sure
Sarah's
can.
enemy is a man. We can work it out on the island. That part, Sarah. That part.
But
Mm.
that's just her thinking from a standpoint of shit. Is let's have fun. I mean, it ain't.
Yes.
It's hard.
Exactly.
This might kill me if I don't figure it out. So what's the worst case scenario? We both figure it out and we get somewhere with it. So shout outs to everybody in
Exactly.
the comments, and we got a good show tonight for y'all. If y'all don't know, if you don't know what we're talking about, this is KD's night to run the show. She might not be running the board, but this is her night to where she curated the show, and this is her world. So the topics that we come up with are influenced by her, um, and we just want to roll.
Okay, Katie.
Hey D, you gotta be on it tonight.
Hey, I'm on it. I am on it.
So
Now, number one, we was going to talk about the Philly activists. Now, I would like to ask one of you to elaborate on BMC Fly.
so
Um,
we actually going to stay that for next week. Unfortunately, we had some other obligations to attend to this evening. What we're talking about is B. McFly. He's an activist here in the Philadelphia area doing some amazing things. Unfortunate things happened to him this week that we wanted to bring him on and talk about. But we are going to bring him on in a future show. It's just not
okay.
a night show,
Mhm.
but still, he will discuss actually what happened in detail. But also, it was more or less not to highlight that, but
Mhm.
work his
Okay.
and give him his flowers. Why
Yeah.
he's adversity and challenge, because that sometimes that right there is enough to make you go on and go forward. So we're gonna try
Right.
to fly at another time. Um,
Okay. All
but
right. Well, we look forward to that.
Yes,
Um, well,
absolutely.
well, the first topic that I came up with, and I thought about it, and it really came personal. And the y'all didn't even know I was gonna switch it up a little bit, but it's how do you handle? I put mate, but I'm gonna change that. How do you handle a person's words when they slice at your heart? And the reason I say I'm gonna change it around, my son had something very hurtful said to him a few years ago that I just found out about this weekend. And then today, a great friend of mine had something very hurtful said to her that just sliced her. And you know that age-old saying goes, words are work hard or hit harder than any lick on any given day. And I think that can be true. So how do you handle when your mate or loved one slices you with hurtful words? How do you handle it? Has it ever happened to you?
I think we all can say that it has happened to us. I think each and every one of us. I mean, I don't know necessarily if the way that I handle things sometimes is the best way to handle it, but with those type of things where people say things to like really hurt you and cut you, a lot of times I've learned over the years that a lot of it is masking, and it's an intentional thing because they are not in control of the situation, so they're attempting to hurt you by saying and spewing a lot of hateful things. I meet that energy, so
Mm-hmm.
we going back and forth at it. You say some shit, I'm going to say some shit that's probably going to be 20 times worse because I'm just that type of motherfucker.
Right.
Unfortunately, that's not always the best way to address those type of situations, and I am learning to get better at that. Um, and I hold on to those things. I do hold on to those things. Those words do cut and they do hurt. It's just an unfortunate situation where you feel like you got to match that energy and that you are now saying things that are hurtful as well. So,
Mm-hmm.
it's not a good place to be. And I don't think people should necessarily do it. I think they should mind their mouth, um, and try to handle things in a different light.
Right. And Barb,
Yeah.
I saw your answer, and I agree with that to a certain extent. But when we're speaking of hurtful words, when you get shot or you get stabbed, depending on where it lands or how it lands, the injury can be worse. The same go with words. I think it depends on what is said, whether or not how you handle and move on, because some things are so hurtful that no, we shouldn't hang on to it. But they're so hurtful that sometimes you can't help but to hold on to it. Now, when you find yourself holding on to it, you got to find some kind of way to get away from it. But can you? Because I got to be honest, what my son told me was said to him, it was bad. It was it was bad. And it was something that was said to him by his father. It was bad. Only thing I could do was to apologize for him and say I know he didn't mean it, but he remembered the time, the place he said it, and the look on his face. And when a person remember every details like that, that's a pain that, I mean, how do you get rid of that pain? How? I mean, I don't even know how to help him get through the pain. So I've had things said to me, and I have to say, y'all will find out why this name is Dexter. When it's to that extent, I have to cut and run. And I know that's not always the way to handle it. And I don't run from every hurtful thing. But if it's too deep that I can't deal with it, then I have to separate myself from the person that caused it.
Hmm. All right, Mr. Gotti, what you got? How you handling cruel and mean things that are said to you?
Shit don't bother me. And you know what?
At
It ain't even about, you know what I mean? Anything more, just like I know me. I know what I offer. I know what I bring to the table. I know my character. Plus, it's the thing. That's why I said I'm not one of them ones who throw rocks and hide my hands. I throw rocks and I show my hands. So you doing that, I'm doing it, right?
mm,
No, and I'm not, I ain't saying it's always the best thing to do.
Right.
I've even initiated, and I ain't even going to sit up here and act like, you know what I mean, I'm holier than thou. As my conscience set in, I realized, damn, I went too far. I said something. I said too much. I was too harsh. I was too aggressive. I was too manly. And sometimes you can't be that way, you know what I mean? But when it's given, I can definitely receive it. I'm not one of the ones who gives it but can't receive it. And that's another thing too. We got to be cognizant of our behaviors when we give it, because you can't
Mhm.
and then be timid enough for, oh my God, somebody said something back to me, or somebody said something to me, and not be able to receive it. You know what I mean? Because at a lot of times we say a lot of things to people, and we'll shrug it off of, oh, that's just my feelings, and that's how I feel. You know what I mean? You could take that, but actually, when that person come back or somebody else come back with something, you got to be able to take that as well. It's the same way you giving it. So just like a couple of people in the comments that I know Barb has said something that resonated. It's like as long as, like I told y'all before, a lot of the times, as long as you don't kill me or hurt somebody in my family, I could forgive. It's words. It literally is words. You know what I mean? You ain't. You know what I mean? I could deal with a lot of different things just because I realize we all have emotional times. We all got our own issues and feelings that we go through, and we have our hardships and our ups and downs and our happy times. And it could just be a situation like that. And I mean, I don't hold
Right.
people hostage based upon their behavior, because evidently I've seen something great in them that allowed me to be in their presence and to forge a bond there. So I'm gonna hold on to that, more or less hold on to the negative.
Well, let me
Hmm.
ask you this. What if you realize that you have hurt someone really deep? How do you try to fix it? Number one.
I mean, at the end of the day, with that, and I use this analogy 1,000 times on the show. You punch somebody in the eye and you apologize, doesn't that's negate the hurt. The If your eyes black, the black eyes gonna go away. Ain't
Mhm.
gonna go away at some point. But the disrespect and the actual event that took place stays in that person's mind forever.
Mhm.
So the best thing that you can do is you can learn from that situation and change behavior if you really mean it. If you really say sorry and is apologetic for what you've done, then the best course of action from that moment on is change behavior. If you're cognizant of your behavior and you recognize you were wrong, change behavior is the way to actually go about. Because you can say I apologize a million times. You can say I'm sorry. It was a heat of passion. I didn't mean it. I really love you. I'm sorry. Blah blah blah. You can get that to that person today, blue in the face, even when you're blue in the face. But they're still going to carry around that hurt and disrespect because they were the ones that felt that.
Right.
Only way to mitigate that, or not even mitigate it, but the only way to you know put back the broken pieces is to change their behavior so they never have to experience that from you again.
That is so
Hmm.
true. That is so
Hmm.
true. And I would, if I hurt someone deeply like that, of course, because I never think that I hurt anybody, but my words cut worse than I realize they do. And when I find out that I cut someone deeply with my words, I am truly remorseful for it. I really am. There are times when I be like, well, I wasn't wrong when I said it, but I'm remorseful for how it hit them. And
Hmm.
it hurt me worse than it hurt them. They can believe it or not, T, but it really hurt me worse than it hurt them when I do realize that I've said something to hurt somebody, because I never intend to hurt anyone. So I just continue to apologize. I mean, it may bounce off of them, but I just will continue to apologize over and over again and pray that they can feel the apology inside of me
Let's
as
stay
I
Hmm.
apologize.
there for a minute, right? So let's say you're apologetic and you're overly apologizing. If the person is not accepting of the apology the way you want them to, what does that do for you? What does that do to you?
I continue to hurt and continue to try to apologize. I mean, because like I say, if and especially if it's someone who is truly dear to my heart, I mean, as long as they're hurt, I am hurt. It's like when we whoop our kids. You know, our parents used to say, "This gonna hurt me worse than it hurt you," and we really see when we hurt our kids that it do hurt you when you hurt your kids. It's one of those things. So until I know that my words or my remorse has hit them, it's going to continue to hurt me. So I guess I will live in that drowning, and for that reason I would try to change myself, because I don't like that feeling when I make someone feel like that. That alone is going to, like Nell say, you try to change your ways. That alone would make me watch my P's and my Q's, which is one of the reasons why I would step away from arguments rather than argue, because I know that my words do tend to have blades on them. So I tend to try to walk away.
So let me ask y'all this. A lot of the times when you're saying those things that are hurtful and that can cut, or another individual is doing that, is that coming from a place of truth? A lot of the times, are you speaking truth, but it is coming across as angry truth, or are you just speaking and spitting out things just to be hurtful that aren't necessarily true?
Good question.
Because I think for me, that's what's going to affect me the most. If I said some shit, right, and it was the truth, but it came out in a hurtful, malicious manner, then I am feeling a certain kind of way. But if I'm just saying some shit just because I'm angry, just to get a rile out of you, you know what I mean? Then, all right, I apologize for talking shit or whatever, and then I'm gonna keep it moving, whether you accept it or not. Like, it wasn't the truth, so I just was being angry. You know what I mean? So what do y'all think about that?
But what if what they say is true, but they've never spoken on it before? Not necessarily that it's anything you're doing wrong, but it's something that's bothered them and you didn't really know. But they spoke on it and they dig back to years ago and you didn't even know that that was resting on them. But it was, what they're saying is something that's actually happening and bothering them, but they just never spoke on it. But for them to dig back that deep, that something has to bother them. But I do really think that when they speak of it, it's coming from an emotional place. And yes, sometimes it's coming from a place where they intend to hurt you. Just like somebody may point a gun and intend to shoot you or intend to hit you. At the time, they don't. At the time, they want it to happen. They may have regrets afterwards, but at the time, they're aiming for you. So I do think that it's coming from a place of emotion, and they're aiming to hurt you.
What about you now? What you think?
I just live in a different world than a lot of other people when it comes to stuff like that. And the reason why I say is because I'm not easily like fragile. I'm not fragile. I am who I am, and fortunately and unfortunately, there's always fortunates and unfortunates, but I am me. And what I say that to say is, I'm loving Karen, but I'm also a fighter at the end of the day. But I can take it because again, it's just words, and I can see past the words and understand the emotion that come along with it. Because at the end of the day, an hour later, 2 hours later, hopefully we come up out of that and we cool, or we at least speaking, or we at least giving each other the opportunity to kind of understand where we was coming from in the melodramaless like way. Like everything is now chilled out a little bit. We both got off what we got off, and it is what it is. Like I try not to hold people hostage with what come out their mouth, because it's everybody got their own feelings and everybody react to their feelings the way they react to it. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
It is like, as long as we're not hitting, it's cool. Like I could take it. You know what I mean? Because I'm not hitting you and you're not hitting me. So you know what I mean? At that point, it's just words, and we can figure it out from there. You know what I mean? I think
Yeah.
sometimes we overly dramatize things and shit. Like, just be like, all right, like you said that. You said what you wanted to say. And then I said what I said, and I say what I want to say, and now it's like, damn, like we got called a freaking corner because somebody died over here or something. Like, no, so we
What
just
if they
gotta
continue to do it?
continue to do what?
Sling
She,
hurtful words to you.
What's
Like
hurtful?
they do it, say,
Because
I'm sorry, I won't do it again. Then say a couple of weeks, month or so, it
KD,
happens again.
for
And
me,
then it happens again. And then again.
what's hurtful? Somebody saying, "Oh, you a pussy, you a bitch, you ain't shit." That. I know that ain't the case. So that shit right there is going to make me laugh. It's hilarious because I know me. This the thing. You know what? It's the two words that I have an abundance of: self-esteem. I hold myself to a high esteem. So nobody can never tell me nothing that's going to break my self-esteem. No one. So you can call me every name that you want, and I'm still going to sleep comfortably at night. I'm still going to be able to walk to my refrigerator and open it and get some water out and have a refreshing drink. I'm still going to have a smile on my face. I'm still going to be happy. So when those words pass, I'm still alive. So that's why it doesn't bother me, because the same way you can dish words out, I can dish them out too. And what happens? Then I'm standing looking like the bully when I come open my mouth. So that's why I said pick and choose your battles wisely. But then too, if you choose the battle, don't get upset.
But what if you didn't choose it?
I
Okay,
don't
I'm
know where we,
speaking on terms of
I don't know
not
where you
saying
trying to. I
name
don't know where
calling.
you
I'm
trying
not
to go.
saying name calling.
I don't know where you
Um,
trying to go with this, but I already know where I'm at with it. It don't matter to me. Nothing is not breaking me to the point where nobody's words is gonna make me like want to slice my wrist. Nobody's words ain't gonna have me hid in the corner. I've been through more. I've been through so much more things that could take me out of here. Then you think I'm worried about words?
right.
It's
Yeah.
just words at the end of the day. And this is the thing. If you remove that person or their words out your life, what happened?
Right.
Nothing. Nothing. So
I won't say remove them out your life, but if hurtful words continue to come, it need to be some serious conversations.
most definitely, that's the
Most definitely. Yeah.
most definitely
Mm-hmm.
need to be had. That's why I said after two, like let's say 2-3 hours done passed, and we now can sit down and we can have a conversation that we was both screaming about because we
Right.
both got it off. You said what you said, I said what I said. Now we gotta have a conversation because hopefully some of that stuff that was being spewed was digested. Not
Mm-hmm.
everything was. Not everything wasn't meant to hurt you. What's some factual information in there, right?
Well,
So
that depends on what was said. I'll put it that way. That depends on what was said, but whatever is said, um, like you say, a couple of hours after tensions have calmed down, let's sit down and talk about why is this still why is this bothering you? Because I know that it's got to be a reason for it to bother you. Let's talk about why so we can get past it, because you can't get past it unless you know the reason why.
and some ain't even the reason.
But
Sometimes
yeah, and
It's
then
gonna always be a
sometimes,
reason.
yeah, but sometimes in the heat of the moment, the reason has not even formulated yet, or the reason is not even being fully expressed at that point in time, because at that point in time, it's just pure emotions. And it is just
Right,
pure,
right.
you know what? I'm going to say some shit out my mouth because this is how I'm feeling at this point in time. The actual reason might not have even formulated yet.
Right. And I can agree with that. I can
Yeah.
totally agree with that.
or sometimes a person can just feel like they caged in a box and they not being heard. Because if we're
Mhm.
supposed to be conversing, yeah, even if it's heated, allow that person to say, God, let them speak too. Don't hog the conversation up. Don't keep like saying it over and over again, belaboring points that you just saying just because you don't want that person to speak. Like then the person gonna get frustrated,
Mhm.
right? And
Right.
if and we always see what happens in frustration. Somebody say something that's going to totally shift the conversation. They'll call somebody a name, they'll say this or whatever, but it's just total frustration has now taken shape, and nothing. Now we at an impasse, and the impasse has led us to, a disrespectful term coming up. But it is what it is.
I was looking at some of the comments. T, I don't know what T talking about. Fuck them kids. His favorite.
Oh, because you were saying it's just like being a parent. Yeah.
T said, "Fuck them kids." T, you cannot be hurting your kids' feelings and just saying "fuck those kids." But I do understand what Boss Man is saying. You don't coddle your kids. I do understand that, and I do see where some of them say, words don't bother you. Big ups to you. Big ups to those who say that it don't bother them. I have had words to cut, and like I said, I don't like to give out words to cut, so therefore I'm not good at receiving them. I'm not. And like Ish, I can lash out too, and I don't like to be brought to that point. If I'm brought to that point of lashing back out, by then it's gonna pretty much be a cut deal with us. I mean, yeah.
So you're basically saying, like, if those words are exchanged and it's cutting going on, like, you're done with the situation if it happens too many times, or
yeah, well, and it probably wouldn't be done. It would probably bring us even closer when we get past both of them. It will probably bring us even closer together. It's either gonna bring you closer or it's gonna push you apart. One of the two.
Right. This is true. This is true.
So, I have to practice not walking away. That I have been practicing doing for myself, because a lot of times I will brush my hands and walk away. So I am practicing not doing that and practicing staying through it. It's a work in progress, but it's working. It's working.
Yeah. Well, as long as it's in progress, then that's all good. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
As long as it's in progress, it's all good.
That's right. Which that brings us to our next topic. You say hurtful things sometime, and those things may be hurtful because of things that you found in your mate's phone. Well, they found it in your phone because your mate asked to look at your cell phone to see your messages. Now, my question to the audience, would you be insulted? Would you be angry? Or would you be compliant if your mate asked to look at your cell phone, not once, not twice, but a little often? They want to look at your cell phone. How would that make you feel? Again, would it insult you? Would you become angry? Or would you be compliant and show it to them?
So yeah, I'll go, because this is easy for me. I'm going to be 100% compliant, because if I am with someone, then I am fully with them 110%. So you can go through my phone, but let's not make a habit of it. Like, if you want to see what I'm doing at any given time, sure. If you need some reassurance, if you need some clarification to something or anything, absolutely be my guest. Go ahead, at the drop of a dime. Here you go. Matter of fact, you probably already know my passcode to get into my phone, because I never keep that secret from my partner. You know what I mean? But after you've seen that there is nothing in there for you to be feeling a type of way about, then we're going to dead that right then and there. Like, it's a done deal. It's not going to be a repetitive thing, because I'm going to respect your privacy just as I expect you to respect mine. And so therefore, if I'm not able to clear it up for you by you going through my phone, you know what I mean? Then we need to discuss some deeper trust issues than just, what it is that you feel as though you have not found in my phone, and it wants to be an ongoing situation. Like a one and done, I don't have no problem whatsoever. But we not gonna make a habit of that, young boy. We just not.
I totally agree with you, Ish. I have no problem because I have nothing to hide. If I'm with somebody, that's one thing I do not. I have nothing to hide. In fact, like you say, you're gonna know my passcode. Cause my thing is I want somebody to know my passcode. Just I may pass out. You know, you need my passcode. But you may know my passcode. There were times when I didn't even have a passcode on there. I just leave my phone out on the counter. I didn't have anything to hide. But
Mm-hmm.
if you consistently ask to go through my phone, then yeah, I'm going to feel insulted that you don't trust me. So I'm going to first feel insulted. Like the first time, I'm going to be compliant. Second time, I may be compliant. That second time, the third time, I'm going to be insulted. That fourth time, I'm just going to be plain out angry. So yeah, so I guess
Now
that
I'm
would
gonna
be
tell
all three of
you,
them.
you're good, KD. Because right as I'm giving you the phone to go through, you're gonna know that this is your one and only time, sir. And you ain't getting no 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times.
What's up, T? So T,
Yeah.
are you giving your mate the phone?
First of all, I'm not even answering this question.
Yeah.
I didn't told y'all. I'm being quiet until ideology. Y'all have the floor.
No, T, that's not fair. Now you got to answer this
Y'all have
question.
the floor.
Are you letting your mate look through your phone?
You pay my phone bill?
I like that. I like that. So that's a big no. Now, what if they are paying your phone bill?
Why would I allow you to pay my phone bill? The fuck are we talking about?
I mean, sometimes they may just pay your phone bill.
No, thank you, man. How's everybody doing in the chat? Make sure y'all like and share the video. No, Katie.
Nell.
And you just skip right over the fucking thing and jump right. But I guess no, I ain't got time for that. I don't worry about nobody's phone. I don't worry about my phone. Don't. It just lends itself to a lot of drama, a lot of unnecessary. Hopefully we both got enough trust for each other. You know, we could leave each other phone alone. You know, what I mean, it's nothing than passing somebody your phone and showing them a video phone or whatever. But it's different when somebody want to go through your shit just to go through it because of, you know, trust issues and things like that. Because regardless of whatever, you giving them the phone when a person has, you know, these preconceived notions or they've created these narratives in their mind, they looking for something, and regardless of if it's something simple as just whatever, somebody in your DMs and shit like that, or somebody sending you a message or whatever, or somebody sending you just a general compliment, they gonna run with that narrative. So, you know what I mean? It's just, you know, again, it's a self-esteem issue. And again, my self-esteem is at an all-time high. So I don't feel like there's nothing out there better than me. So why am I worried about what's on her phone and vice versa? I don't care if I was paying her bills. I don't care if I bought the phone. I don't care. I don't care if I in the apps that she using. It just don't. It's not my business. It's not my business, and I just it ain't. Because you know, and then what happens? This is what happens. What people don't understand what happens. You go through some iPhone and you find something. Now you dejected. Now you all fucked up. Now you are. Now you are whatever the case may be. Now you wish you never did it. Now you've opened up a Pandora's box. Now it just leads to a whole lot of unnecessary. And I'm cool. I'm cool with my phone. My phone is good enough for me. Her phone is her phone. You got it.
So Nell answered the second part of the question really basically because my next question would be, would you ask to go through somebody's phone? Because I would. Now I noticed that some of them, you know, in the comments were mentioning that they wouldn't even want to go through anyone's phone. I would never even ask to go through my mate's phone. I mean, that's their business.
I don't even ask nobody when they phone ring who that. I don't care. If I don't even say, yo, who that? Tell them. If you tell me that's somebody on the phone and they said, hey, no, all right, tell them I said, what's up. I don't even be worrying about if your phone ringing and somebody, like if I could be in the car with my lady and if the phone ring and we in her car and it come up on the screen or whatever, or if it come up, if they say Bobby, I don't give a fuck. Like I have enough trust in her that could be anybody. Everything always gotta. It shit don't. I don't worry about stuff like that. It's other things in life to worry about.
Mhm.
But I have known people,
Yeah.
couples, to go as far as to write the phone company or call the provider and tell them that they lost the bill and they need to go over the bill and to get copies. Yes, sir.
I'm not
You
doing
did.
all of that.
I've been through that.
You did it.
Oh, you have?
That's all I'm gonna say.
Or somebody phone.
Yeah.
Oh, you did it.
Oh,
Was looking at her
No
phone.
way in the world.
No. I've had somebody pull up all of my shit.
wow. Well, I know of another couple that happened
That's
to
ridiculous.
where the female called the company and had the company pull up all.
Listen, no, this is not only your phone records. This is all your text messages,
Mm-hmm,
everything
Text
in your
messages.
whole history of life.
Yeah, I know.
Mm-hmm. Everything.
Listen, I know girlfriends who have done that. That is insane to me because I feel like if you gotta go through all of that, if you gotta do all of this, just leave.
Yeah, it's
Just
that.
leave.
And
Because
I
there
don't
is
want
no trust there. Yeah.
and you don't go looking for things that may be there. Don't go looking for the smoke because you're gonna find the fire. That's my philosophy on that one. Don't go looking for it. Because I know me. I'm gonna nut up if I find something. So I'm not gonna even go looking. So
Not up how though. Like
That's what
that
I'm
shit. When girls say that shit really it's funny to me. I'm like,
I'm
what
eating my
what
crackers.
you going nut up and do? Scream?
I mean, I don't know. You never know when that anger hit. It's like that emotional thing take over. What we were saying, how people cut you with words out of emotion. You never know. I never know what's gonna happen. I don't know what I would do, but I just feel like it will. If I've been taken to that point that I feel like I got to go looking for something, then I feel like I'm looking for something. So
That's
you
why
going in with that attitude anyway.
that's why I don't be understanding
I
when
ain't with
people
shit.
I'm gonna nut up and I'm gonna cut up and I'm gonna act up and
Right.
I'm gonna say
What the fuck does that mean?
we just talked about this
You don't never know what it can mean. You
no, but
just know that you're gonna act the fool.
I know,
It
but
is.
you talked about this in the last segment and you said and people were saying, oh, be careful with your words because they whatever, and you never know how they might land. Like people gotta be cool. People gotta be understanding like what they be saying. People can't say, "Oh, I'm a nut up" in one aspect, but if you say something to me crazy, I'm gonna cry. Like, make it make sense. Make it
Well,
make.
that's the difference. We're saying words were cut,
Hold on,
but
hold on,
you're
hold on, hold on.
finding something. Like I said,
Hold
if
on,
you're in that energy,
hold on, Katie. I just want to ask a question real quick because I'm not even supposed to be speaking in this segment, but I just want to ask a question real quick. So, when somebody violates your privacy, is there no recourse for their action?
I think it is. It should be.
How you
It should
But
be.
what is the recourse?
you finding something that you ain't supposed to be looking at?
Yeah, you're right. Well, like I say, when you get into that energy to go looking, apparently there's a trust issue. When you get in there and you find what you're looking for.
All right, hold on, ladies. No, if you leave somebody in your crib, that's a amount of trust that you're giving them, right?
Yeah.
So now, if she goes through your shit, do you trust her now? Y'all want to talk about trust? now do I trust your motherfucking ass?
Like, and you know what?
I agree
with that. See somebody in your crib. While let's say I left somebody in my house to go to work, right?
Right.
And I'm out 9-12 hours or whatever the case may be. I'm not locking things down and saying you can't use this, you can't go here, you can't. Like I trust you on my shit. If you find something, then evidently you looking super crazy hard. And shit sometimes be things that could have been from prior situations or shit that you ain't even got no control of. Because if I had anything to hide, you wouldn't be in there.
I
I don't
agree.
think people understand that.
I
They be
agree.
looking at the surface and seeing a little surface dust and not knowing that, you know what I mean? It is what it is. But if you guys do all that
Y'all
shit,
want a cracker?
you
Anybody
need to
want a
fuck home.
So I see some of the comments. A lot of y'all been through that, huh? Wow. Well, I mean, I must admit, I have been through that. But like I said, I used to leave mine on the counter anyway. I didn't have shit to hide. So I didn't care. But it did insult me that he went through my phone. Because I started thinking, okay, well, you must have something to hide since you think I got something to hide.
That's not true. That's a deflective message.
Is it now?
Mhm.
Yes, it
Is
is.
it?
Yes, it
Yeah,
is.
Yeah,
Y'all
yeah,
always
y'all always
use that. Yeah, y'all always use that as a fucking excuse.
Yeah,
well, if
because
you do this,
women-
it must be because you're doing something.
Yeah.
No, it's because I think you're a scheming, conniving bitch. That's why. Fucking sticking a bullshit.
Well, then it must be because you want to do something.
Listen,
No.
listen.
I
I'm
don't
not gonna ask, but let me.
agree with that, Katie, because as we talked about before, women create narratives all the time. So because you accuse me of something, is that meaning you're doing it? So if you accuse me of having,
Right.
talking to somebody or being interested in somebody else, does that mean you're necessarily talking to somebody else and interested in somebody else?
And see and that's my point. It's gonna will raise that question when someone is accusing you of it. You're gonna wonder, okay, are you doing it?
So
No, we do not wonder that. Only
don't
y'all crazy asses do that.
So my question
Not the truth. That is not the truth.
so when
That
women
is not always the
are
truth.
y'all looking for somebody else? Y'all looking and entertaining somebody else? Because
No, it's not. No.
But you just said that if they're looking through your phone, that's because they're doing something malicious as well.
Well, no, I say if it constantly happens, it's gonna make you like, well, if you don't trust me, why, and you're not doing anything, but they don't trust you. Now, I mean, I gotta say, I was blind to that, but part of that comes from experience. I found out later, the whole time you were cheating, and saying, but I was letting you look. So, I mean, I've heard of that happening. Like each say, T, that's not always necessarily the truth.
Why do we
Listen,
I'm being quiet.
Why do we worry our minds with that type of shit? Like, why do we worry our minds with if our mate is cheating? I know it.
I don't.
I know it might sound crazy to ask that question because people might be like, "No, what the hell you talking about? What you mean? Well, why do we worry about that?" But like, all right, if your person's cheating and you get that information, what you gonna do? Cry, argue with them, but stay with them?
I'm not gonna cry. My crying days happened back in my early
Katie, that's
20s,
a
late
lie.
teens.
Katie,
I'm
that's
not
a
gonna
lie.
cry.
Katie,
So
that's a lie.
I know what y'all gonna do with that information. Like, all right, you say y'all gonna leave.
Hold on, Nell, because that's a fucking lie, KD. If you meet somebody tomorrow and then you fall deeply in love with them and y'all are deeply in love for years and years, and then you find out that you're gonna fucking cry. Let's stop the bullshit.
I'm not gonna allow myself to fall deeply in love.
Stop the bullshit, man.
Like I'm not. T. I think women and men, when you get hurt, you learn how to protect a portion of you, not to go that deep.
Katie,
I've been hurt before.
Katie, you know how many times Katie, listen, you know how many times I've heard somebody say, "I'm never crying again," and then what they did?
2 minutes later, they cry.
They cry.
Katie, so you saying when you
because I think
when you've been hurt
ahead
before,
now, I'm sorry.
you don't allow yourself to go into that deep place anymore. Like I don't understand that. I can't get with that. I've been hurt before. I actually was with somebody that cheated, and I caught him. I walked in on him. Right.
Mm-hmm.
I left that relationship alone, and got into another relationship and loved this girl equally as deep, if not deeper. So right. I don't understand how you could say I put up a wall and now I can't ever fall in love deeply for somebody just because I've been hurt before. That's like a cop out.
It may be a cop out, but I call it protection.
Protect them from what? For
from
real.
being hurt again that deeply.
But what happened?
It's called life.
Like you putting yourself behind a wall in a shell so deep that you don't even allow yourself to feel real love when somebody try and give it to you, and you never know what that's associated. You never know how to associate that because you so buried deep behind a whole bunch of nothing.
Right.
And that's true. That's
Mhm.
true.
Why
But like,
guarded,
yeah,
live in these guarded places as if they're doing something positive for us? It's not holding you up in no way, shape, or form. It's not
but
giving.
I still love. I mean, I still love. I can still love.
Not
I
the
can still
same.
be just as loyal.
It's not the same. It's not the same. If you're not giving me everything, it's not the same.
I am giving you everything,
You can't if you're protecting yourself.
Right.
but I'm still loving. But
It's
you
not the
don't know
same.
that I'm doing that.
Right, but you love him with a
I can still
limit.
love,
You
You
love
Right.
it.
love it with a limit.
and that is
Yeah.
true. That is so true.
Yeah, you
That
love
is
him with a
true.
limit.
But
I feel like everything that's done in the dark will come to light. So you don't have to look for it. It's going to fall in your lap.
And that is
It's
true.
going
Yeah.
to come to the light. So
I
you
think
don't have to look for it. You have to search for it.
I think people need to, and most importantly, women. I need y'all to stop saying these words. I love you unconditionally. That's not real. You love people with conditions. When those conditions are not met, you don't tip. You don't love. You can't love properly if you love. If you saying I love unconditionally. No, if that person didn't come with those criteria that you're looking for, or under those conditions that you need for yourself, then it's not unconditional love.
Mm-hmm.
It's
And
relations.
Janine, I do have feelings. That's not saying I don't. That's what I'm saying. I love, but like each say, loving with limitations, and as Nell said, conditional love. I never said that I don't love conditionally. The only people I have said that I love unconditionally were my parents and my child.
That's
Other
crazy.
than that, I never proclaimed to love unconditionally.
That's crazy.
Never.
You don't know what love is.
I know what it is. I choose not to face it.
Right.
Yeah, I know what it is. But I feel like that can change. I think I can be convinced for it to change.
Why
But
you
it's gonna
convinced? You should convince yourself. Somebody can't convince you of that. That's something.
no, because I love myself, but a person coming to me I've got to know that they really love me in order for me to let that
All right,
wall down.
hold on. All right, again, let's stay there, right?
Why am I
So,
going to really love you unconditionally if you're not doing your part?
yeah, that's what I understand. Like you want somebody to give them all to you, but you give them 75% of yourself.
Right.
How is that? How does that work in a cycle of togetherness, partnership?
I
Somebody's all to show them that they're into you and they're in love with you, but you're giving them half of yourself.
and I believe that I could give 100% of myself when I feel
Right.
100% coming.
Right, Katie. That's what you're saying. That they have to do it first. And why am I going to do it first if you're not giving me your whole self?
But do
Why
that.
do I have to do it first?
I can't.
But
Bye.
you think people don't understand that? Like people don't see the half-assed job that you're doing
Right.
for not giving of yourself, and you want someone to massage your ego, and you take, but you can't reciprocate, and you say you want to be here. That don't make sense. Why get off the
Well, like I said,
plane?
when I feel 100% coming, then yeah, I have no problem giving 100% at all. But I got to feel 100% coming to me.
You hurting yourself though.
Mm.
You not playing.
Enjoy,
You're
man.
playing
Have
yourself.
fun.
You say you got to feel 100%. You're playing yourself because you're not going to get the things that you're looking for in return because you're not giving total of yourself.
Not
Right.
giving right.
Well, I mean, I'm hurting myself. It's all I can say. Because I got to feel that 100% before I can give.
All
and
right.
and
So
this is
say
the
something.
thing. If I feel 100%, I'm giving 150%. That's who I am, because I know when I do give, I give my whole. And I will be like T say, I will be in tears when something happens because I do give my entire self.
So what happens if somebody is giving 100% of themselves? They're totally giving of themselves, and you're getting 5%. But then you jump up to that 100 level, and they back off because you already were showing them something lack thereof. Now you know what the narrative is going to be. You were lying. You were playing games. You just wanted to get me to this point, and you weren't serious. But in a sense, you weren't serious with yourself because you played with your own time when this person was trying to give you of themselves, and you weren't reciprocating that. Now that they've interjected themselves back or pulled themselves back, now you're ready to give, and now you're standing there with egg on your face because you feel like they did that. It was just a swindle move to get you to a point. Do you see the like the narrative?
And that's happened before. I mean, I've given of myself to people and they didn't give as much. I pull back. Then when they start giving, yeah, I mean, that happens. I mean, you work. Only thing I can say is you work through it and you come together to a medium to where you both giving 100% of yourself, and you know that you're giving 100%. I'm not saying that I'll never give 100%. I'm not saying that, but yeah, I know I'll never give 100% to the one who put the pain there. I know that, but I know that I have to open myself up and give to somebody 100%.
So if you're not going to be 100% to the person who put the pain there, then why even be with them?
I'm not.
All right.
I'm not with them.
If we can't give 100%, why get off the porch and start jumping rope? Like, you half-assing it. Stay up there until you're ready to give yourself. Until you're ready to give yourself.
Well, somebody will come and with their hands and help me off that porch, and I wouldn't know that they're 100% when they help me off that porch.
Good luck with that. Good luck with that.
It's two people that I know that do that: EMS and Jesus.
Well,
because the EMS going to help you get on that gurney and take your ass to the old folk home, and then Jesus going to come help you to the pearly gates. Because ain't nobody stretching their arms out saying, "Baby, come on, just give me 10%. I'm gonna give the other 9 billion."
I give more than 10%. I give more than 10%, and I don't agree with that because somebody's gonna come along that really, really do love you, and you're gonna be worth the fight. You gotta be worth the fight.
But that person ain't worth the fight for you, though. That's what I don't understand. Like, you speak that, you say that, and saying somebody come along that's worth the fight, but where's your fight at? Like, that's why I understand this logic that, like, people is above doing everything that they got to do to show the other person that that's where they want to be at the same place. Like, who put you? Not you per se. This is just, let's put this out there. This is a broad general statement. But who put you in charge for you to say somebody got to do all this for me, and I can sit back and enjoy all the benefits and fruits of their labor, and then once I feel like, I want to cook dinner tonight, then cooking dinner tonight.
Right.
Like, no, that don't sit well with me. That's crap.
Facts.
I was looking at some of the comments on here.
I love it.
And Angelia, you
love how
right.
you love how she just ran away with you from what you just said. You love that.
This tonight, she got it.
She ran away from what you just said.
So 117.
I didn't run. I was just reading the comments.
That's what he just said, KD.
Rose, I gotta get you another bottle, okay?
My man.
That's what he just said, KD.
What he just said, T.
My man.
I mean, I was listening. I was reading the comments, but I was listening, and yeah, that's what Nell just said.
I need a fuck
missing out on something,
right?
And
there you go. I
have said,
need a drink.
Trust me, I have said it just this weekend. I've said to myself that I am really depriving myself because I won't allow myself to go that deep. And I know that I'm causing harm, and I know that I'm limiting real, true love coming into my life by doing that. So again, it's a work in progress for me.
So KD, like, how do you find yourself like since you've made a note of that and you've become cognizant of that and conscientious of that, what do you feel like you can do to safely allow yourself an opportunity to just open up a bit more to a point where you will be able to indulge and reciprocate? Like, what do you think you can do?
That's a great question. And, because I am so guarded, I'm going to admittedly say I think I've harmed myself in that way.
All right, hold on. Let's address this properly, man. You can't go into future endeavors with your past pain.
Right.
Can't.
That's true.
So you can't go into this shit protected with this wall and these guards up. you gotta let that shit go if you're going into something new. And even if you're going into something with the person who hurt you, if y'all are going to fix that, you have to let those walls down for both of y'all to come together. If you constantly have those walls up, that person is going to feel that.
Yes. Yeah. Absolutely. Especially the lather. You coming back together because y'all both know each other, right? You have somebody that you've been in a relationship with at some point. Y'all fell out and y'all now trying to put it back together, and y'all sat and spoke and said, you know what, we're gonna try this again. You gotta almost erase the whole past. The past.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Start
That
afresh.
is true.
Why?
Yeah.
And to hold them hostage for the behaviors of the past. And in that time away from you, they've graduated to a different them.
Thanks.
As
That
her
is true.
said that they put you through, they could have fixed those things to make it better. So when they came back or when y'all got back together, y'all fixed them. Right. And then two, what happens is even if they misstep or even if something seems out of place, just allow that. Just don't say, oh, I know it was going to revert back to the same old situation. No, it might not be that. It just might just be a growing pain within this new thing, or them just getting their legs up under them, or it just be a little moment. But don't hold somebody hostage for the past if y'all said we're going to do this going in the future.
And that's true. That is true. I'm a work in progress, y'all. Karen D is a work in progress. So y'all just pray for Destra. Pray for Destra.
What did that mean? Understand?
Yeah, T, you gotta explain what that means.
Yeah.
You gotta explain what it means.
I'm Connie.
All right, y'all know that I call KD a serial killer, right? And I was asking her if she knew who Dexter was, and then she put up a cartoon of some fucking little scientist kid shit. And I was like, we're grown-ups. Who the fuck is watching cartoons? So she's Dexter because she's Dexter's sister. She's the sister of a serial killer because she's a serial killer as well. She is Dexter. That's all it is, man.
Yeah, and he said
serial
some
killing
extra. So he put it
And
together.
yeah, because she's extra and she's a serial killer like Dexter. It's Dexter.
So how
Can
we
y'all imagine me being a serial killer? Really?
I'm looking right at you being a fucking serial killer. What the fuck you mean? Can we imagine you being a
So
serial
how do
killer?
we fix that, KD?
Looking right at you.
How do we fix that?
I've got to start learning to. I've got to start trusting. I've got to let the wall down and start trusting. I've got to start trusting. That's all. And allow love in.
Right. And it's not even all about the whole trust area. That's a part of it. But the other part of it is not allowing your mind to run wild in the jungle.
Which is a task for me because I am a narrative writer.
Yourself.
I am a narrative writer. When things and see, I have
Katie,
to
look
work on.
They see you being a serial killer.
Come on, Angela. Girl, you're supposed to be on my side. You're supposed to be with me, girl.
Get control of yourself, man.
But I do have to learn how. I just have to begin trusting and not push people away. My first instinct when things are not going as I want them to go, and that's another thing I have to learn. People are not going to react the way I want them to react. And just because they're not reacting the way I want them to react does not mean that the care is not there. It's just that the care is there, even though they're not acting the way I want to dictate.
What is she, a slave? Is KD a slave owner now?
What you mean?
Not a slave owner. Stop
No,
it.
he didn't go there. No, he
I'm
didn't
asking
go
a
there.
question.
See, but that is my way of feeling, I guess, feeling loved.
I cannot.
And that's not to say it's correctly.
So your way of feeling love is that you demand people.
I don't demand. I don't
react.
demand.
All right, you expect people to react how you want them to react. That's your measure of love.
Sadly, you may be right. Sadly, that's true.
Somebody help this lady.
And I say I'm working on that because I cannot expect people to react the way I need them to react.
Somebody help this lady. Nell, can we move on? Because I got some shit to get off.
Please.
So let's move on.
Please.
What's up? Get y'all shit out the way so I can start some shit.
So KD.
Shit.
Was that was KD's episode 117. Let's give KD a round of applause. She had
but I'm not a serial killer. I'm gonna leave y'all with that.
Fucking serial killer.
I am not a serial killer.
KD, I'm glad that you changed.
KD, I don't know if you
to Dextra tonight because I was going to change your name to Medusa, but Dextra is more fitting.
Is T trying to make fun of mine?
Dexter is more fitting.
Because this is going to be me for the full week. I have a new hairstyle up on here, guys. No one will see it. The public will not see it until my birthday weekend, which is this coming weekend with my bestie.
KD, do you know Medusa's superpower?
It's something about snakes, all I know. What is it?
Okay, can somebody
I mean, the snakes be on her head, right?
Somebody educate this lady, please.
No.
What is her superpower?
When she looks at them, they turn to stone.
Oh,
when
yeah.
Look at people, they turn to stone.
Yeah.
Right.
You might be right.
Right.
You might be right.
What's the next topic now?
That was KD's introduction into the world of the real world, I would say. She came for a circle. We talked about this on Thursday. We all taking the time out to curate a show from front to back, and KD was tasked this week with that. So a lot of the topics that we talked about so far were of her mind. So shout outs to KD. A round of applause, please, for her for holding it down until this point right here. You did a phenomenal job. Thank you. Thank you.
And T, I thought of that all by my lonesome.
Lies.
With some rewording.
Fucking lies.
Don't do it. You should have just left that last sentence out of the conversation.
No.
But I did think of it.
She said it herself in the chat. Thank you, Nell, for helping me.
I said with some rewording from Nell. Nell was a big help.
I cannot.
But I could form a thought.
Go, KD.
KD,
yes, Nell, you were very helpful.
Hold on now. KD, the premise was not to put pressure on you, but I'm trying to not speak as much because I want y'all to enlighten me because y'all always scream how y'all want to talk and y'all have things to talk about and we don't never listen. So here we are. Here's the floor. Speak.
And thank you for giving me the opportunity, T. And thank you, Nell, for having my back.
My pleasure. Thank you. That's what a team does.
Yes.
I don't have thoughts on the So
I
that's
was
good.
sending Nell damsels in distress emojis. Help me, please.
No, where we at?
It's time for the ideology, my brother.
Oh, we ain't doing other shit.
What's
We can
the
go
other?
right. We can go right into ideology. I'm cool.
I mean, because we ain't got the video for the other thing,
Okay.
and we're gonna do that next week because that video was necessary into this. But you know what? Before we go on to ideology, I definitely wanted to highlight this because this is something that I need y'all to pray about. Regardless of we had the opportunity to hear him speak tonight, which we're going to hear him speak next week. I want y'all to put some respect and prayers on this gentleman's name. So watch this brief video right here because this is disturbing, chilling, and it brings awareness to the fights that we face each and every day as black men out here in these streets.
What if I had my kids in here, man? Coming to the community to save the fucking community, and this is what I get.
So what that is was a brief video of our special guest next week. He is an activist, not just here in Philadelphia, but across America. His videos have went viral from his adaptation of a slave to being a former someone who had a former addiction to prescription pills, overcoming that to being one of the top motivators of this time, and also being a really great friend of not only myself and T, but to a vast majority of people out there. And B McFly, I just wanted to pass on my deepest prayers, my brother, because it's individuals like this who empowers us to go out there and fight each and every day, regardless of whatever we got going on, regardless of if we feel like it or we don't, regardless of what society says we should be doing and shouldn't be doing, but also empowering those to want to see and do better. And something like this happens to him. Little backstory is he was taking his daughter to school. Minutes after dropping her off, his car was riddled with bullets. Fortunately enough, no one was hit, no one got killed, but you know, he was visibly shaken and also for right reasons. So this is the second time something like this has happened to him. First time he was robbed, but this right here just pulls at your heartstrings because when you have someone doing so much good in bad places, all we can do is rally around them and show them the support that the village and the community needs to be putting behind these people. Instead of turning a blind eye, instead of just scrolling past the videos when you see them, let's support them even more. Let's go out there and let our voices resonate. So he's just not standing out there alone. But we will get into a more deep depth conversation next week when he joins us. But I wanted to put that out there because this brother needs prayers, either if it's next week or this week. He needs them right now. So, B McFly, we love you over here, my brother. Uncensored Minds, definitely one of your homes, and your life is in our prayers as well. So, thank you.
Fact. Shout out to B McFly. That's my guy. What's up, people?
They ready. They ready.
Is everybody ready? All right, I'm gonna explain this, but I want to get y'all definition first. So I'm gonna throw out a line, and then y'all gonna tell me what that means to you before I get into my breakdown. No, where the fuck are you going at, dog? All right, ladies. No, I'm gonna say this, one time and one time only. Did we lose Ish?
Yeah.
We lost Ish for a second, but
It's coming back, isn't she?
Technical deaths.
I'll tell y'all that there's no malice between us and the ladies. These are just conversations for us to try to find a compromise. So listen to the message. Don't always listen to the harshness of how it's delivered, but try to catch the message. Now I'm trying to wait for Ish. I don't know what's going on over there. Her dial up is acting up again.
After we're gonna post a GoFundMe page for the new Wi-Fi situation, new routers and that for
Free Ish.
Each, come on back, girl. They
Free
trying to talk.
Free Ish.
Come on
Free
out.
Ish. Look, free Ish from Xfinity. Free Ish from Xfinity. The Wi-Fi has been acting crazy in the Philadelphia and surrounding areas. There she is.
Is it
No.
due to the weather?
No, it's just because. It's just because they don't give a fuck. It's just because.
it's because they're retrograde.
Right.
We do have a full moon tonight, don't we?
All right, Ish. Now when I say this line, I need y'all to tell me what this means to you and why are y'all so much against it. And then Nell, you can chime in after they go. So the line goes, this is Ideology 101. I will not compete.
I will not compete with nothing or no one, like, ever.
Okay,
That's what that means to me.
Yeah, what are you talking about? Compete in, as in games, relationships?
I'm
That's
gonna
a wide open question.
I'm gonna explain it, after y'all give y'all spill. But I mean, as far as relationships,
As far as me, that means that I will not compete for a man's attention. A man's love.
Let her finish.
Let her finish.
Let her finish.
I'm not gonna compete. I'm not gonna compete for another for a man's love. I'm not.
No, do you want to go before I give my spiel?
Yeah, I would not compete with my happiness. It is what it is. You know what I mean?
All right, so I'm gonna break this down like this for y'all, man. I hear some ladies be like, I'm not gonna compete for a guy who gets a certain amount of attention. So if other women want him, I'm not even going to entertain the thought of it, just because people like him. So do you want somebody that nobody else wants? Is that what you want? Because
I don't call that competing.
Wait a minute, Katie. Wait a minute. Let me finish. So if that's the case, do you want somebody that nobody else wants? Because any man that's of any kind of stature, other women are going to like him and flock to him. And when I say I will not compete, the first thing y'all do is think of, I'm not going to compete with her. And you're not actually competing with other women. You're actually competing with yourself on being consistent and showing him love. So you won't even compete with yourself to show this man love. You'll just sit there and say that I will not compete for your own man, for your own self. Competing against your own self, you won't even compete with your own self. So that is the statement of I will not compete.
Well, let me just say this, right? And follow up to the statement you just made. I will not compete with myself. I think any true woman, a woman who takes notice to the things that need to be done and the things that need to be nourished in a relationship, is always going to know that she wants to be better than her last day.
Do you believe that? Hold on. Let's stay right
I
there.
do believe that. No, I do believe that.
Hold on. Let's stay right there. So, Nell, do you see that more or less?
Less.
All right, go ahead. Each finish.
Right, and I agree that at times there are women that don't wake up in the morning and say, I am going to be a better woman than I was yesterday in every facet. That means to my man, that means to my children, that means to myself, that means to my friends, that means at my job, that means at these businesses that I run. There are women that don't wake up and their feet hit the ground, and that's their motive. That's their
All right,
motivation. But there
hold
are
on,
some women that is it.
Right. Hold on, Isha. Let's stay right there. So now, is this a question of I won't compete in fear of I can't compare?
Mm-mm.
Mm.
You asked Isha that, right?
I'm asking
I'm waiting.
everybody that. I just was talking to Isha, but it's a blanket statement towards everybody.
Because I can't compare to
Whatever it
just the
is.
big picture,
Right.
whatever it is.
Right.
Yeah, for me, no, that will never be it, because I can always compare. I can always one up. I can always grow and be just that. If I am
It
not it for you, then cool.
Right.
Now, I
So,
don't agree with that, Ish. I do think that there are things that you can't compete with. Like if
like
they
what?
have a true love for that person, you can't compete with
So
that
you just
love.
quit? So you just quit?
Yeah, I'm not gonna. Yeah, because
Fucking
I'm
quitter.
not doing it for you. Why do I need to stay there?
Fucking
I
quit because
mean,
you want to.
no lie. In high
Right.
school, my first so-called high school boyfriend, he started talking to his neighbor. I just got word of it. I was gone. Right to this day, that dude, like, what, what happened? No, dude, you start talking to somebody else. I wasn't for you.
I
I was
can't.
gone. I don't compete.
I can't.
It's like
What?
Cynthia say, if you want me there, I will be there in your life.
Right, but you
But
you
if
ask,
I have to
hold on,
compete,
KD. If I want you there, you also have to show me that you want to be there. So no matter how you look
Mhm.
at it, you're going to be competing in some sort of fashion.
Right.
When you
Yeah,
just
no, as Nell can say.
No, I'm
I
with.
mean,
I get
if
what you're
I feel like
saying.
I got to
I
compete for
definitely
somebody else's love, can't do it.
This the I get so confused with this, and I'm right on the same road with you two. Is people get so hung up with cliches.
Right.
I will compete for somebody's love. Yes, you should be,
Right.
because you know what? Where do we get these notions from? That we are worth something. People should see the beauty within us, and they should see the huge truth from us. It comes from y'all, the women, our parents, our mothers. Y'all tell us, don't sell yourself short. Don't just be with anything, and make sure that the people that want to be with you is worth your space and time. But that goes out the window when y'all getting with y'all mates, or y'all getting with these guys that y'all forget the same thing y'all tell y'all kids,
Right.
your sons. Make it make sense. So you tell your
no,
son,
but listen.
no, I can't. I can listen. Hold on. Let me stay there for a minute. You tell your kid, your son, like I'm from the perspective of a man and a mother. You tell your son, don't settle, son. Make sure that girl means something to you, because don't let her take advantage of you, or make sure she has your best interest at heart. But you're telling us that you can't show us that you deserve to be in our heart. I mean, in our space the same way we deserve to be in your space.
Yes, I have no problem with showing that. But if I know somebody else is in the picture, I'm not
I
gonna sit up there.
always being
You're not gonna tell me, okay, I got this one if you
Hold
want to
on
do
now.
what you're supposed to do. I'm not
Hold,
gonna
hold on
accept
now.
that.
Hold on
I
now. Hold
can't.
on now.
y'all
Hold on. Hold on. Hold on now. Hold on now. Hold on now. KD, once again, if he is a man of any kind of stature, there's going to be women around.
And I have no problem with that.
Oh.
This queen right here, trust me, there's plenty around me. But I know when I'm focused on one person, I'm focused on that person. I can't help who else is interested. Same with him. He's nice looking. He has that air about him. You can't help who's there. I don't
KD,
mind that.
hold on. Hold on.
I want somebody to
Hold on.
look at him.
That's what I'm saying, KD. So let's stay right there. So I'm not saying that this is your person and he's getting attention from other people and he should entertain that. What I'm saying is y'all both see this man at the same time. Now, you not gonna compete?
No, if he got somebody else,
This is
I'm
the shit I'm
gone.
talking about. This is the shit I'm
No.
talking about.
But
What the
here's
heck
the
are we
thing.
saying
But
that
here's the
for?
thing. Right, but here's the thing. Here's the thing. You think of, and I'm gonna go back to what Nell was saying. When you think of yourself, what you say, it ain't nobody like me.
Right.
I am who I am. I am magnificent. There is no one like me. Therefore, when I am doing what I am doing it out of the love for that man. I'm not doing it to compete with another woman. I'm doing it because that's what I want to do. And should I be enough for him and should I be that for him, he's automatically going to choose me. And if he does not, then that means he wants to be somewhere else. Period, point blank. I don't have to compete with another woman for your affection or your time and attention.
That's what
I
I'm
can
saying.
be me and who I am in all of my magnificent glory. If I am what he chooses and if I am what he wants, then so be it. There is no competition. And this is just how I see it. So when I say I don't compete and I'm not going to compete, that don't mean I ain't up for the task. Never, ever, ever mistake that. It just means that I am secure in who I am, what I can do, what I have. And if it's what he wants, then there is no competition. Whether
Right.
she's in the picture, whether it's 50 chicks in the picture, whether it's he's the
Hold
most,
on, Ish.
sought after man ever.
Hold on, Ish. Let's stay right there because this is where I'm trying to tell women. This is where the problem lies. If there's another woman around, you will stop doing the regular shit that you've been doing and be like, I'm not going to compete. So you're not even doing your regular self. Now you're not doing anything.
Hell no, I ain't giving shit then.
See,
If I know somebody, I ain't giving
see
shit.
that shit that Katie said right there?
I ain't
See
giving
that shit right
shit.
there? That's the shit I'm talking about right there, Ish.
Not unless.
That's the shit that I'm talking about right there.
We have that understanding that that's the
I
type
mean,
of
I guess it's
relationship
some
it
people
is.
like that.
KD, that is
If
insane.
we got to understand that that's the type of relationship it is, okay, I will accept that. You
KD,
know, when it's her, it's her. When it's me, it's me.
no.
But if we ain't got that type of relationship, I ain't giving shit.
That's not what I'm saying, KD. What I'm saying is if we're in a relationship and then you see another girl likes me, you just stop doing the regular shit that you were doing just because you see another girl like me, and then you're saying I will not compete.
Because I can't control if somebody likes
Katie.
me or not.
Hold on, Katie. Let me finish. And then you say I'm not going to compete. And they'd be like, I didn't fucking ask you to compete with her. All I wanted you to do was continue this regular shit that you've been doing. But just because you see the other attention, you stop doing the regular shit that you already been doing. You're not even, so you stop competing with yourself.
No, I wouldn't stop because of that. I will only stop if I see the attention going in that direction. That's the only way I will stop. If the attention is going in that direction and I'm getting no attention, then yeah, there's no need for me to be there.
I would like to add a little something to that because I think what Tia's saying is getting lost in translation.
Right.
Like for an example, let's say I post a pic. I'm in a relationship. Me and Aisha's in a relationship, right? Ish, my lady, we good. I post a picture on my Facebook page or Instagram page. I get 200 likes and I'm getting all kind of comments down my comment stream. Handsome, hey boo, hey bae, you cute, you this, sexy lips, beautiful eyes. Damn, I would love to do something with that. Me and Ish rolling like a fucking ball. I ain't paying attention to the comments.
Right.
But she might be seeing it.
Right.
I don't see it because I just post and I float. Get off. I don't entertain that. But to the average, to her, she might be saying, damn, you got all these people giving you all this attention. Where do I fit in that?
Right.
And we're not even, me as men, you got some that will, but for the vast majority, for myself, I don't entertain that shit. You know why? And I'm going to say this to say that. If I was dealing with any of them, especially the ones that be saying spicy shit, they wouldn't have to put it under my picture. They could just hit my motherfucking phone.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
They wouldn't have to put shit in the comment section of my picture because they could just text my phone where it's a little bit more intimate and private.
Right.
I agree.
So I need to know, y'all need to understand that. Y'all can sit here and say,
That's what I'm saying.
the day is wrong. Understand it. You're going to have people that's going to say shit because they want to be seen. That's why they do it. And when they keep doing it, it's because they're not getting the attention that they want. Pretty soon, they comments start to level out to just being, oh, you handsome. Oh,
no, hold on.
But they ain't damn sure ain't going down the street. We dealing with each other.
Hold on. Nell, have you ever been in a situation where you were with your lady and you looking at her and you like, damn, baby, what's up? Like you like, what's up? And she like, all those other girls is showing you attention. You don't need it from me.
Oh yeah, I've been accused. I've been accused of that in past relationships. Oh, I'm doing it for attention. I post a picture of myself on my page. I ain't doing it for attention. That's my you can do it. Like I'll be so flabbergasted with the notion of you can post a picture and you don't get the likes and responses that you think you deserve, but I do it and I'm fucking loving everybody that says so. Right. No, I don't. That shit don't move me. That shit don't I don't think people understand this. In the real world, which is outside of social media, in the real world, I'm Nell. Meaning, people going to look at me and like me regardless. So if they do it on social media, that's just people that can't get to me. So you paying attention to something that's giving me no motherfucking never mind. Right. It's a difference if I was entertaining it, and I say that to that. I'll say that if I was entertaining that, liking that shit, hearting that shit, or even entertaining it to the point where I'm letting them continue to feed off of it, then that's just shame on me. But if I'm not, then why do we worry about shit that is meant to destroy us anyway? That's why people
hold on now.
If I post it, what y'all gonna do? Y'all gonna go still jump in my inbox, still telling me I'm cute and still tell me I'm sexy and how she better not fuck up. I had told some girl, I'm in a relationship. I've been with this girl for years. You know what they told me? Well, when she fuck up, holler. What you talking about? People, it's crazy.
No. Let me ask you a question, though. Have you ever been in a situation where your girl has seen you getting attention, so she stops giving you attention?
We argued about it. We had a falling out. We had a fun, and you already know my falling out is going to be a little different because I don't know how to stop.
That's what I'm saying, ladies.
I'm not like I won't let up. Like I'm not for that shit. I've learned and grew in this time, but when I know I'm not wrong, right, I'm going to the max. But then now the new Nell will just say, you know what, you could, if that's what you want to think, then you got that.
So no, in that sense, they're creating a competition that's not even really there. You don't even care about that shit. They're creating this competition in their own brain, and then they say, I'm not going to compete. What the fuck?
I just think that we create narratives or we create situations that don't that just don't be necessary. Or we'll say I'm not going to compete. Every day we wake up, we should be trying to compete for our mate's love. Because
what the fuck are we doing?
Like when we look at that, please let's steer clear these psychological babble that we put in our brain. Oh, I'm not gonna compete for somebody's love. Why not? Why I am competing every day to make your little ass happy if you my lady. I'm making sure that I'm saying the right shit to you. I'm making sure that I'm available to you when you need me. That's competing my time against the shit I got going on.
That's not competition.
It is, Katie.
It is a competition.
That's not competition.
Yes, it is.
That I need to get done.
Let me ask y'all, gentlemen, this. If y'all know that there's another man in the picture, would y'all compete with that man?
Yes. If I want you, yes. What the fuck are you talking about?
That's what you call competition.
Katie,
the social media part.
Katie,
People gonna comment.
Hold on, Katie. Hold on now, Katie. When we're little and a new girl comes to the block, what the fuck do you think that is?
That was when you were young.
I don't give a, it's the same fucking mentality, Katie. If I want you, I'm going to compete for you. What are you talking about?
Katie, I don't think you know. We all are in competition with something. If my lady is getting attention, from an outside source other than myself, and I know I fall short of that thing, I gotta compete with time. I gotta compete with everything that that could take away from her attention from me.
You competing in some form of fashion.
I gotta compete with her ever-growing need.
Right.
We all need something every day. Our needs grow every day. I gotta compete with that. If she feels though I'm inadequate in this moment, I gotta compete with that. She tells me I ain't giving her enough. I gotta compete with my mind of how do I figure this out? How do I make this happen? How do I do it? And if we're not competing against time, competing against our old self to become better, then we're not ever going to progress.
But I don't call that competition.
Why not?
You are. It's a competition.
That's not competition.
You should always want to better yourself.
KD,
there's another person there.
KD, what do you
That's
think?
That's like an everyday thing.
Hold on. What do y'all think bettering yourself is? You're competing
not a
with
competition.
Yourself.
That's just changing.
That is competition within yourself.
Okay, well, if that's competition within yourself, I don't mind that type of competition.
But the thing is, Katie, this is the thing, right? If you don't look at it from a standpoint of competing, then you can lose it.
Right.
Well, if you call that competing, I don't mind competing.
If I'm not competing for her attention, her love, her presence, I can lose it. I don't want to lose it. So I got to go out here and be the best version of myself every day for her. Right. Even if I don't feel like it. Right. I don't feel like getting my ass up and taking her out tonight. I could be potentially losing her to somebody who is willing to do that.
Right. You're competing, Katie.
For her saying, you know what? You know what? I ain't feeling this no more. I'm done. Right? I gotta compete with the fact that I might not feel like hearing her fucking chatter, but I gotta listen to it.
But I don't call that competing.
Okay.
You don't call it growth. Competition is growth. If you look at things from
I was thinking of competition as if there's another person in the picture.
That's why I said
I guess my mind is looking at competition as one way.
Katie, didn't I start off my explanation by saying that? I started off my explanation by saying, as soon as you hear the word, you think about another female.
Yeah,
nobody asked you to do that.
You did say that.
I said nobody asked you to do that.
We started the show off.
You said that.
Started off by training our minds to look at things from a positive perspective. If you're looking at everything that is meant to break you, you broken already.
All right.
If you're looking at things that this shit gonna help, this shit gonna better me, this shit is going to do nothing but reinforce the positions that we both have in each other's lives. And everything ain't always pretty all the time. Everything don't always work out the way we say, the way we articulate it. But damn it, we doing it. Take out the negative connotation of competition. There's nothing negative about a competition.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what a competition does? It breeds a winner. Right. That's a positive.
What's wrong with competing?
Why is when you put it that way, that type of competition, I don't mind it.
But if you're competing against someone for someone,
that's what I was about to say. Even if I'm competing with another nigga, why is that a negative? That's not a fucking negative.
That's why they single.
Right. Because I feel like some people think that when you have to compete for the love, it's not a genuine thing.
How is it not, Ish?
I'm saying that's what I've seen, even seen people in the comments saying like,
Ish, if I meet you and your girlfriend or just a girl standing next to you, you don't even have to know her. Why is that a negative? If you want me, you should compete over her. You should say, I'm better than her. Pick me. What's wrong with that?
Isn't that not what we doing when we first courting each other?
That's what I'm saying.
That's stuff saying, fuck all these other girls. I give you the best chance to win. I am the best thing for you, so pick me. You don't gotta go on no more dates. You don't gotta shit on. You don't gotta entertain nobody else because I'm here, baby. That's a competition. You competing, telling somebody you already got the prize. Winner, dinner. I'm the dinner.
Hold on, no.
I like that. Winner.
Hold on, dinner. No, they might not see this side because most of the time they're not doing this. But when we're courting a female, aren't we competing
against every nigga?
I'm glad you said that word, T.
So when a man is courting you, KD, he's competing against every other nigga that
I'm
courted
glad
you.
you said that.
What the fuck are we talking about?
You know what?
Question.
And you know
For
what?
you and Nell.
You know what he's competing against too? Not just another nigga. He's competing against your mind because your mind saying niggas ain't shit.
Right.
So I gotta compete with your mind to tell you, damn, it is a nigga that's worth some shit. Here it go.
Right.
Here
Well,
it go.
I want to go back up to that word T used, courting.
What about
what is y'all do y'all court, and what is your definition of courting?
I love the cycle.
Of course we court, KD. What the fuck you think we do?
What do you do to court?
You're going out on dates, you're conversating, you're doing every fucking thing. What do you mean?
What do you do to court?
KD, I'm just told you, we know what courting is. Flowers, dates, all of that shit. Conversation, all of that. Getting to know you, all of that.
Are you courting though? Do you still court? You know, me and Ebony just had this conversation. I swear we did.
KD,
that
who
men
are you
don't
talking
court
to?
women anymore.
All right, let me explain.
Whose fault is that? If you
That's what I'm about to say.
let me,
That's what I was about to say. That's what I was about to say.
Men do. Men court.
Let's stay right there.
Down on your back and open your legs. No damn fault.
Stay right there. KD, when you say that men are not courting anymore, it's because they don't have to. Now, if the marketplace allows you to not have to, don't blame the men. Blame your fellow females.
Okay. Now we're getting somewhere because Ebony and I had just said this, that men don't court anymore to what we, and actually Lady KC and I said maybe our values and standards are different than today's time, but men just don't court
because they don't have to.
They used to.
Because they don't have
to. And T
to.
just answered it. Because they don't have to, because there's so much competition out there.
No, not because there's so much competition.
I think so.
No, it's not. It's not
because
a competition.
If I got this one over here and I don't have to
listen,
all of this,
can you get off? Can you get off of this? Can you get off of this white pedestal that you standing on? Glaze over the simple fact that this man just said, and I quote, "We don't have to court no more because y'all giving it to us."
Right.
That's what I say. That's where the competition come in at. And that's where the competition.
But that's what I'm saying too. That's what I was getting ready to say. If you line up 5 niggas, there's going to be maybe 2 or 3 of them that's not really feeling like they got to do much. But then it's going to be another 2 or 3 that's willing to do that.
Hold on, because y'all going past the major key part. The major key part is if you're a woman and you want to be courted, if that man wants you, he's going to court you. What are we talking about?
That's true. That's true.
He's right.
That's why where the competition come in at.
No, it's not even a competition. It's if I want you, I'm going to court you. It doesn't matter if I don't have to court Shorty. Right. If I want you, I'm going to court you.
And that's true. That's true.
What are we talking about?
So courting is still alive.
That's true.
Okay.
I understand the problem. Who said courting was not alive?
It was just the perfect thing to bring up.
Once again, KD,
you're not talking, so now we have our answer.
Once again, KD, you're creating your own shit in your own fucking mind.
That's not. No, it was just an honest question. Do men still court? Because
have you seen somebody go out on a date?
Yeah.
Then obviously men are fucking courting. Once again, what are we talking about?
When you go out on dates now, it's always a Dutch.
Now
if it's Dutch, that ain't no courting.
Who said that? And why is that not still courting?
But I'm saying that's the thing.
Hold on,
nowadays, most of the time, it's Dutch.
Hold on, Katie. We can stay right there. If I just met you and we go out on a Dutch date, why is that not still courting?
Well, I guess we're courting each other.
Right. So once again, what are we talking about?
You're right. You're right. You're right.
I can't.
You're right. You're courting each other.
Right.
You're right.
Look
at Nell's face. You confusing Nell right now.
I'm flabbergasted.
Yes.
I'm literally flabbergasted.
Why, Nell?
The reason why I'm flabbergasted is because you know what I'm sick of? I'm sick of the narrative that we ain't shit. Like y'all this negative picture of they don't do shit no more. We don't. It's all. But the thing is, it takes two to tango.
No, we asked the question. We didn't say. We asked, do they still court?
But KD, hold on now, KD. If you saw somebody go out on a date, obviously niggas are still courting. So you
I didn't think about it that way.
So you don't need to ask that question because you did it.
The question was, are men still courting? He said yes. If you see him on a date, your response was, but they're going on Dutch dates. Are you a waitress that's picking up that like?
Am I a waitress? What now, Nell?
I say, how do you know that everybody's going on Dutch dates? That's not the case for everybody.
No, it's not. It's not.
Why are you saying that, KD?
Yes.
I guess I'm just old fashioned. I'm just old fashioned.
Old fashioned.
I got to come out of it. I'm just old fashioned.
No. You say you're old fashioned. Old fashioned what? You made a statement that has to do with new fashion or old fashioned. You said, but they're going on Dutch dates. How do you know? Are you examining receipts? Are you collecting both debit cards when they go out?
I'm listening to words.
What words are you listening to?
When women come to women, talk about it.
So a lot of women actually want to go on Dutch dates because they feel like they need to they feel like if I go on a Dutch date, I don't have a responsibility to do nothing at the end of the date when that's their own that clamping the thing down.
So once again, why are the men being blamed for that?
Well, you're not being blamed. Like I said, that's your definition of courting. I never saw that as still courting to you.
That's the problem.
Yeah. I never saw that as still courting.
You have to open up your brain. You have to open up your brain.
Something courting means you're doing the necessary work in order to get this person to know you and feel you and understand you. It doesn't mean who's paying for this and who's doing it. It's about forging the bond. Everything got to be tangible. Everything ain't always got to be commerce. Everything ain't always got to be monetary. It's a number of different things. A courting date could look like just a simple date, going to the park and having a conversation or walking and talking or whatever the case may be. Everything don't always got to be about we went somewhere and did something. Because 9 times out of 10, y'all go somewhere, y'all really not even having real meaningful conversation.
Right.
Eating your food. I know I am. I'm fucking my plate up.
Well, personally, the perfect date for me is to Netflix it or whatever.
So after your Netflix, where you Netflixing at? In your house, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So you you already sitting in a negative. You sitting in a
right. You
at my crib, we Netflixing. Your panties is about to chill.
Right. You started this shit and then you throwing it on the bed. Wow, KD. What the fuck? Who started?
Well, maybe I want the panties to chill. What's wrong with that?
Why do you sit up there and say that anymore? If you giving up your pussy already, goddamn.
If you're dating constantly, yeah, you're gonna give it up.
Okay, so is that
if
the
you're dating
man's fault?
constantly?
So you can't say that men are not courting anymore if you're not even allowing them to court.
You said your perfect courting message is Netflix. You can't watch
the perfect date is Netflix. Yeah. What's
so
wrong with that?
All right. So your courting date is Netflix. What conversation you having Netflixing? You sitting there watching a movie.
You're watching TV.
And what happened? Hands down in your little panties. He playing with your joint.
Not necessarily.
You laying over you, but you sitting in the wrong.
You would have to see. Not necessarily. Okay.
So what I'm saying to you is, from a perspective, is you're sending the wrong message.
Right.
And see, this is my thing right here, Nell. I can do that all day long. If I decide to sit down and watch Netflix with you, if I don't want your hands on me, your hands better not touch me.
Cool.
But I would even sit.
But what you're saying is,
nobody's saying that, KD.
No one is saying you're not listening.
What we're saying is,
I don't care what message it gives. I can come over to your house at 9:30 at night. My intention is
nobody said
you not.
I ain't giving up the booty.
See, KD, this is the problem. You don't listen. That's the real problem here. You don't fucking listen. What we're saying to you is, if you want to Netflix and chill, that's fine. You don't have to do no fucking. But you can't say, why are men not courting if you want to Netflix
if that's
and
what
chill?
you want to do. Correct.
What are you talking about?
Well, maybe to me that's a form of courting,
right? But if you can't say that men are not courting as far as taking you out on a date, as far as doing X, Y, and Z, if you want to Netflix and chill.
Well, there's other ways to court. What about flowers, so to speak, arrangement. There's other ways to court. It don't have to
Nobody
be.
said that there wasn't, KD. You're missing the point.
Okay,
You-
D, and if that Netflix and chill is all that, trust and believe you're going to probably get some flowers soon
Right.
thereafter. So,
I
so
just
you just gotta
You
make
got to
sure that
give up the booty
Netflix
to
and
get
chill
some.
is all that.
so
Right.
far too often do we have this shit off like it's a joke afterwards. We gotta stay there. Like we can't continue to beat the horse, which is the man, and say he not doing this when
Right.
y'all putting yourself in these positions to not get, and then y'all want to double back and say he wasn't shit. All he wanted to do was this, that, and the third. You put yourself in these positions. You put yourself in these positions.
Right.
If that nigga, if you don't know nothing about that man, how you learning something about him from Netflixing? Y'all can't have proper conversation. You're watching the movie. Shut up. Your honor is on.
Mm-hmm.
Don't talk. You people is doing.
Right. Right.
You're right now.
Yo, so
Right.
now you playing yourself. So now when you double
Mhm.
back and now you want this man to give your all and you give 22%, but you want his 100%. How? I haven't talked to you. I don't know basically who you are because all you wanted me to do is come over at 9:30 on Netflix.
All right, hold on. No, let's stay right here with Sarah's point. She said she just might want to do the nasty. So let me explain this to you, lady. You can't blame a man if he goes there in his mind frame, if that's what you present to him. If I come over and you present the pussy to me, then that's going to be my mind frame. I'm not going to be thinking about taking you out on a date. You presented this mind frame to me.
So you're saying just because you go over or she come over, that's gonna automatically put you in that mind frame?
No, I'm saying that she said she wanted to fuck. That's what it says, KD.
Right.
Well, I mean, Sarah,
I think
she
people
wanna
have to
do
be
the-
comfortable. Let's just say this. I think people have comfortable in their space and what they want and what they're okay with. If that's what you want to do, then that's what you want to do. Then you can't then turn around and say, "Oh, well, I wanted this." I think that's the point that's trying to be made, and I think people need to be more comfortable in understanding what it is that they want and what it is that they need.
Facts.
Bar.
You know what? And everything ain't always about sex. Let's not let that get
Pretty
lost.
much. Right.
Because it's times when I just want to be in your little presence or whatever the case may be. But at the end of the day, let's stop. We got to stop this male bashing and this male shaming, or this people ain't doing what we want them to do. But we sending them mixed messages.
Right.
Don't put yourself in a position to experience something if you don't want to experience that.
Hold on. Now let's stay on the title. I will not compete. Imagine you said that to a girl. Imagine a man said to y'all ladies, "Yo, other niggas like you. I'm not competing with that." Imagine the world ran like that. Imagine that's how the world was ran.
I don't call that competition. I'm sorry, I don't.
What are you talking about, KD? What are you talking about, KD?
That's not competition. Like Nell was speaking of the social media thing. If somebody comment under the picture,
not
stuff
even
like that don't bother me.
Not even. Like let's say you got options.
Right.
Let's say you got options. You might not be in any options, but you got options. You know who's what to you. You know who got a liking to you, and you know you talking to me, right? If I'm not doing me as Nell, you got options. That's competition. There's other niggas out there that can vie for your time.
Right.
Am I not putting my best foot forward at all times?
So now in that scenario, KD, imagine Nell says, "I'm not competing with that. I will not compete." Nobody would be together in this fucking world. This is what the shit. I need y'all to get y'all fucking minds right, because motherfuckers is getting older. Y'all gotta stop the bullshit. Like, people is getting too old.
Believe it or not, we are all in a competition.
Right.
Think you want to be or not. And the reason why I say we're on a competition is because people can say, "This ain't for me. I'm gonna go somewhere else and get what I need."
Right.
But you should always want to always had a I am competing to show this person that they have chosen the right person to be with. I'm the person I'm the right person for them, regardless if we got some shit going on with us. We have it. You should be with me because. And stop looking at things as a negative. Like what I just said, where was the negative in that?
That's why I said competition is not negative.
Mhm.
Well, when you put it that way, it's not. I mean, that kind of competition isn't.
The only person who
No. I told you, it's not the competition part. It's the fear of losing.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's the fear. So before they even get a chance,
but why
to lose,
should you be afraid to lose? But why should you be afraid to lose?
Hold on, that's
what's the fear of losing.
I agree with you. Ish. But before they even get a chance to lose, they'll just cop out and say, "I'm not competing."
I don't agree with that, T.
But how many?
I don't think it's a losing thing. It's like Brenda said, you got too many options to be competing.
What the fuck does that mean?
Become an option.
KD, any man that's of any stature is going to have options.
And that's what I'm saying. Any man. Why compete when you got options?
Because
don't become an option when you have options.
Because you want him, KD. That's why you're
competing. Are there not options in life? If you're a single man and you're a single woman and you live outside of your home, there's always an option.
That's true.
So what do you mean that they got options? It's options everywhere. It's called people in the world. I'm not the only person in the world.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, what is the fear? Like the fear is, it's not the fear of losing. It's the fear of like
the fear of losing.
Won't win. Like, I mean, not that you won't win, that you want. Like, how many people go about their day of saying, I want to do this, but I can't.
Right.
Or scared to chase their dreams.
Right.
Or scared to do anything because of a fear of failure. Some of the people with the biggest gains had to fail 1,000 times.
Right.
And they got it right on 1,001 time. And now they glow up is so crazy that look at it. And they probably tell you, yo, if I would have just stuck to it, I stuck to it. Stuck to it in this, came into play. And yeah, I took some losses, but look at this shit I gained. It's monumental.
That's true. That's true.
What's like if you're single, if you're a career single person, like right, you got a career in being single.
Hold on. A career single person is crazy.
Like you forged your career on like if I asked you for your resume and your job for the past 20 years was single, don't you want a new employer? Like ain't you in the market for some type of change to where it's going to enrich and add value to you, your situation, your time, your energy?
Mm-hmm.
So why are you looking at things like, oh, I gotta hide behind this wall? That wall ain't never did shit for you. It ain't touch you. It ain't rub you. It ain't.
Well, if you ain't been behind the wall that many years now,
nothing to you. It ain't take you to dinner. It didn't massage your back. It did nothing. That wall didn't do shit but block you from a motherfucker that was trying to do what you needed them to do. And you said, no. I'd rather have this career singleness attached to my name.
Right. Y'all lonely than a motherfucker. That's all I want to say. Y'all lonely than a motherfucker.
No, and I don't even like when people use that shit ain't real. I'm single for real. I'm great with that. You might be cool right now, but that shit gets lonely.
Nah, I do agree with that, Nell, because that thought has crossed my mind. I'm like,
why do y'all keep telling yourself y'all cool with it?
Right.
You know why? Because it's
safe.
It's not safe.
No, to us.
Yeah, in their brain is safe.
That's what I'm saying.
In their brain is safe.
Us. It's a safe place to us.
I told you this is all rooted in
fear.
Because
wouldn't you rather be by yourself? Wouldn't you rather be self than dealing with bullshit?
And that's
you don't know, but you don't know if it's going to be bullshit until you entertain it. They just stop at the door like no before they even see what it is.
Yeah.
That's fair. That's fair, man.
That's true. That's true. This is true.
I don't understand this statement about not all single people are lonely. So, does that mean that y'all got smash buddies?
Well, not all single people are lonely right away, but at some point,
this is what I mean.
I have to say, Barb, just talking to friends, at some point we get to that point where, damn, I want somebody in my life. I want somebody I can love. I want somebody who love me. I think we all get to that point where you do want somebody.
So my question is, if you're single, how long are you single till you feel like, damn, I need a fucking hug? This ain't even about fucking. How long is the period till you're like, damn, I just want a fucking hug?
You want somebody to hug, yeah.
Right.
That's true. That's true. It do get lonely, Barb.
Yeah.
It does.
I don't understand.
Well, physical intimacy, I think, is just a part of human nature. So
yeah,
whether you're single or not, you still want human interaction. You still want that interaction that fulfills human intimacy.
Yeah.
So I think that's where it becomes not necessarily a lonely thing, but just craving the physical intimacy that we as humans need.
And T, I have to say this. I have to add this in there. You can be married and still be lonely.
Facts. But my question is not about your relationship status. My question is about you as a person. Do you not like to be held?
Yeah, I love being held.
All right.
I'm a person that loves to cuddle. I love being touched and being held.
All right, then get somebody to fucking hold your ass. What the fuck is the problem? Like, I don't understand it. I don't understand how you can like that and then just be like, I'm cool with being single. No, you're not. You like to be held. Stop lying to yourself.
Well, I like to be held, but if I think what Brenda is saying, if we have to be single, then we have to be okay.
That's what I'm saying, Katie.
Be okay.
Nobody has to be single. You choose to be single.
Right.
So I have to be. Y'all choose that. Just say you choose that. That's your choice. And be okay with, yo, this is my choice. Stop putting out there, if I have to be. You can be whatever you want to be, like the army. Like they
like the army.
You choose to be single. You don't have to. Right? You're choosing to have you want to be a cokehead, a crackhead, and a smoker. That's your choice.
Yeah.
If you want to be single, that's your choice. If you want to be a hoe, that's your choice.
Right.
That's true.
But that's what I'm saying. People gotta be comfortable. People are not comfortable in their truth. That's the problem.
That's what I'm
saying. People are not comfortable in their truth. They too busy living to what other people want them to be or what other people think is the proper way.
I swear to God, I'm gonna send you a fucking cash app every day this week. Every day this week, you're getting lunch on me.
Say that again, cause say it again.
Okay. It was so.
No, people are not.
Yeah, basically stop fucking lying to yourself.
So you're saying people are not comfortable with themselves?
They are lying to the masses and telling.
Oh, they're lying. Yeah, I mean, I said that
to everyone else to seem like they're okay, but deep down they want something.
Of course, of course, I can agree with that, and I said that with Brenda. I told Brenda, you know, I have to say there are times when I say I want to be held. I'm human. I mean, I'm not Medusa and Destra all the time, T. I mean, I am human.
That's what I'm saying. Then stop saying I'm cool. I'm great.
Well, but I have to make myself be okay. I'm not going to go down.
You're lying
to yourself.
You're lying
to yourself. You're lying to yourself.
I don't care. I'm not drowning in that feeling. I keep lying to myself.
Nobody asked you
until it's okay, but
listen,
I'm not going to drown in it.
KD, nobody's asking you to do one or the other. Just shut the fuck up. You don't have to say
anything. I don't force anything.
Listen, KD, you don't have to say either. You don't have to say anything. Just shut up.
Like you don't walk around screaming your bank account number, do you?
No.
So you don't gotta walk around screaming that.
Right.
Screaming what? I mean, I personally, I don't.
Screaming that I'm cool with being single is what we're saying. You don't have to scream that.
I don't scream unless it's brought up.
But you know what?
No,
But at the end of the day, no one gives a fuck.
Well, now there are some people that give a fuck.
Who?
Because they are waiting to see if you're single or not. So there are some people out there that do give a fuck.
No, they don't give, like, people don't give a fuck to hear about. People don't really care about people's business. They just want to hear it so they can hear it. So they can mask their shit. So they don't even got to keep thinking about their shit because they can hear somebody else's negative shit. I don't put negativity out in the world. I don't care to hear it. Somebody talking negative around me, shut the fuck up, get away from me. I don't want to hear it.
That part, Brandon.
Hold on now.
Hold on, Katie. Hold on, Katie. We can stay right there. That's fine what Brenda is saying. You are supposed to be still okay with being by yourself and being single. That's a fact. You are supposed to be okay. But don't lie to yourself and say that you don't want somebody, is what we're saying. Don't say I'm single and I'm cool with it, knowing in your heart that you want somebody. Just shut up.
Yeah, we're not asking you
That's all.
We're not asking you to slice your wrist because you're not okay with it. We just saying, like, it's cool to be cool with it. Like, stop lying to yourself. Like, we lying to ourselves. I'm cool with being single. You're not. I'm cool with not.
And I think we are cool with it on some days, lady. You know, like we want to be by yourself. Some days we're cool with it. Some nights we're not.
Katie, you're cool with it because that's your current circumstance.
Yes.
And that's fine.
So you're making yourself accept.
But don't act like you don't want it to be the other way around, is what we're saying. That's all.
True. That's true.
Sarah is
because everybody wants somebody to love.
Sarah comment.
Sarah said, fuck it, I'm everything.
Okay.
I'm in a relationship, I'm married, and I'm single.
As you should be, Sarah.
Congratulations.
Fuck the bullshit. Sarah not lying to herself, man.
Yeah.
Listen, right. That's it.
What you gotta do, man? I can't.
Yo, liberation is beautiful. When you liberate yourself and you stop hiding behind the bullshit that everybody want to hear, it is like when I out and said, I'm fucked up, I'm crazy, I got some shit that I need some shit that I gotta clean up. I got some shit I gotta clean up. Let me stop doing this closet shit because people gonna think I'm fucking. Me stop. When I came to the realization that I needed to get help for Nell and fix myself and sit in front of somebody and talk and get anger issues together, and I'm figuring out this aggressiveness and all of this shit, and I stopped stopped trying to be what the world wanted me to be. I became free.
Right.
And you know what?
Right.
I don't give a fuck because I'm free because I am living my life, my truth for me. I don't sit up here and tell people a whole bunch of this, that, and the third malarkey because it sounds good. I know what I got going on. And I'm cool. Right. And the moment you become cool is the moment you become cool.
I do agree with that.
But see, that's the problem now.
My hair growing nice. Like y'all know how y'all can get your bald-headed asses together? Stop the fuck lying to yourself. Your skin gonna get better. Your hair gonna start growing. Your ass gonna get fatter.
No, let's get back on track because I want to ask the ladies, what is wrong with you wanting somebody and somebody else wanting him, and you saying, I want him. I'm gonna go get him. I'm gonna compete for him. What's wrong with that?
They don't want to. They're scared.
There's nothing wrong with that if somebody else won, but he's got to wrong with me.
You have to show him that you're something to want.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
facts.
Y'all know my saying. They got to approach me. I got to know interest is there before.
But see, here's the problem with that. Here's the problem with that. Yeah, here's the problem with that. Here's the problem with with like then you take away from just being who you are,
Right.
because you kind of take away from just being who you are, because then you're focusing on the fact that it could be someone else over there, and then you're kind of shifting you being who you are just naturally.
Right.
If you're worried about what's over there, regardless to if it's lined up, if you're not worried about that, then you're going to continuously be and multiply and do you and just be great. But when you take the focus and the energy off of yourself and you kind of put it elsewhere, then it becomes a clusterfuck.
Hold on, Ish. Can we stay right
Then you're
here?
not
Because
necessarily. Hmm.
I hear people saying this line of what's meant to be will be. Sometimes you have to make something be. Sometimes the world does not work that way, that what's meant to be is going to be. Sometimes you have to fucking get up off your ass and make something be what you want it to be. The fuck?
Where do we get this concept that you don't got to put work in? Just because y'all, like, I be hearing people say, "I'm gonna put it in the air and I'm gonna leave it there," or
Right.
"I gotta, you gotta say it."
Go
And
ahead, KD.
words have truth to it. Yeah, but if you don't put no action behind them words, you just talking.
Facts. I be lost, man. What is
Uh,
happening?
Send me your cash out, Ish. I need it. I need cash out. I'm gonna send you $3 a day. No,
That's all.
Get my
That's all I'm
coffee
saying,
every day.
a 4 for
Yeah.
4.
I don't want to hear
For
that. I will not compete shit. Because if I want something, I'm going to compete for it, man. If I want to win this fucking dominoes game, I'm going to compete my ass off. If I want shorty, I'm going to compete. It don't matter what the fuck it is. I'm a fucking competitor. I don't know what the fuck y'all be talking about. I'm a competitor.
But another thing too, though, I think people be getting this lost too. Is like, yeah, you want a person, you really could be wanting this person, and you really, really, really want them, and you want them to be in your life. And sometimes it just be situations that's not hindering the process. It's just they need to put forth action as well.
Facts.
Right? It ain't always left upon one person to do everything. Like, if you complaining more than you doing, then you're a hindrance. If you can't come up with solutions and we can't work together with solutions and figuring it out, and it's just more always nag than it is benefit or positivity. Like, if I tell you I'm a positive, I live off of positivity, and you approach me with something negative, I can't respond the way you want me to. Cause that ain't my charge. That's only going to put me in a position to respond negatively. If you helping me see the benefit of what you need me to see the benefit in, all well and good, we rocking. I'm doing whatever needs to be done. But if you come to me negatively with some shit like this and expect for me to entertain that, I don't know how to. And people don't understand that. Like, yeah, you'd be like, oh, you said you wanted this, and I want it, but I don't want it like that.
No, it'd be the well, you should just want me.
Why?
That's what I'm saying. But that's how they feel. That's how they feel.
It's the person. Why? Why should I want you?
Right. That's how they feel though. Like, just me alone, just my presence alone, you should just want me. That's how they feel.
That's cool. I do want you. I do want you. But what else?
Right.
That's all. That's all it is just I want you. So what happens when I get you? Is we cool? If I got you and I got you here, is that enough?
No,
you got
no. Listen, Nell. All right, you want me, and I'm here, and I'm still not going to do nothing.
What's the purpose of being there?
Like, you know one thing I hate. I don't want to. You know what burns me? I know we talk about this shit a lot on the show, and I hate a chick that just throw pussy at me.
Right.
And that shit excites me. You know who
Look,
the fuck I am.
but not only that, no.
Thinking
And
that's
like, look,
I,
not only that, no. She's not even throwing. This girl's not even throwing a pussy at you. She's just saying, "I'm here." That's it.
I'm like a whole like cool. Get it? I get it. But I'm supposed to want to be with you and like you just
Right.
because sexual.
Right.
That shit don't do nothing
Right.
to me. Now it's different if I'm a lady and we having them conversations. But if you trying to holler at me and you want me to notice you and you want me to take you serious, you think that's what type of nigga I am? I'm not these other niggas that you dealt with. I don't get off of because you can do a lot of good things with your mouth and you could do this, you could jump on top, you could do all these sexual positions and think that I'm enamored by pictures and shit like that. That's cool, but that ain't who I am.
That's the part I'm talking about, Diana. I don't understand what they purpose be. They purpose just be to be there. They be chilling. They be like, I'm here.
That's true.
That should be enough.
But then y'all got
That's never going to be enough.
you gotta ask yourself the question when they there, what purpose do they serve? What's your purpose? What you here for? Like what do you like? Not like and that's not to say that like some people get this misconstrued like, oh, well, I can't match the same shit that you do in a relationship or bring. So I feel inadequate. It ain't about inadequacy. I got what you based the fact I like what I see in you. Not about what you
hold on now. Let's stay right there because KD would say, why should I have to do anything?
What? No, what's the question? No, I'm not gonna jump on that.
Why should I have to do anything? A person could be there and they could be like, I'm here. Why should I have to do anything? You wanted me, I'm here. Why should I have to do anything? KD, we're just using it as an example. Calm down. Calm down. We're just using it as an example. No. She said, I'm here. Now, why should I have to do anything? Why should I have to show you love? Why should I have to do any of these things?
That's all I need.
Right.
That's all I need. I don't need nothing else. I don't need you to do nothing else but just love me and give me the shit that I can't give myself. I can't give myself companionship. I can't give myself the feel of what a woman can bring to my life. I'm a male, masculine. I've been a male 42 years of my life. I know male shit. All I need you to do is add that different aspect to my life. I don't need to be matched financially. It's cool, but I don't need you for that. I got us. All I need is your tenderness. The tenderness of what a woman brings. Yes, and the fight of what a strong black woman brings too. I need that. But I want structure. That's what I'm looking for. Consistency comes with structure. When you build your structure, people always say consistency. You can't be consistent with something that you haven't built. Right? You move into somebody else's house. That ain't yours. But when you built it brick by brick, you're consistently keeping it up because you knew what it took to get that. So that's why I harp on the fact that relationships need to be being built at the same pace at the same time. Both parties need to equally be putting that shit in. You know why? Because when you built that motherfucker brick by brick, you respect it more. You respect it more than if somebody just gave it to you or they moved you in.
I don't think that's reality. Look, no. I don't think that's reality, but that is the goal.
It's not reality, but it's harder to walk away when you built it brick by brick. It's harder to not put in more or put in equally when you've struggled and built because you knew what it took to get you to this structure that you have in place. A tornado can come tear that motherfucker down, but that structure's solid, it's strong. Everything in the inside can be redone. We could a fire, like let's say a house fire come and burn this whole motherfucker down. As long as the structure is intact, We can rebuild this motherfucker. We can put it back prettier than what it was when we first had it.
No, let me ask the ladies before we get off this and move on. Ladies, are y'all still not competing?
KD,
T wants some
I'm gonna make it
competition.
do what it do. Period. Call it competing. Call it not competing. I'm gonna make it do what it do every single day that I wake up and I get out of bed. Call it what you want. Competing, not competing.
I'm gonna
Look
I'm
at
gonna
Katie,
try to
y'all.
be the best me that I can be, and I have to commit to competing more.
Katie, let me ask you a
I
question.
have to commit to competing more.
Katie, let me ask you a question, Katie. Say there's a man that you want that has a person. You wouldn't go after him,
Oh no, if he's got somebody, I'm not gonna try to break that up.
but you want him.
I don't care. I'm not gonna try to break up what you got.
You agree with that?
Do I
you
agree?
alive? Is you alive?
dollar.
I'm alive. Always.
I said, do you agree with that?
I don't know if I do or not. I don't know.
Why are you confused now?
If
ladies,
he has somebody, I am not going to interrupt that because I figure like this. If I was able to take him from you, somebody's gonna be able to come along and take him from me.
that's not necessarily true.
That's my thinking.
He could just be with the wrong person at the time.
We be worried about the
Could
wrong,
be.
That's what I'm saying. He could be with a girl that's whipping his ass.
or he could be with a girl that don't value him as a person,
Right.
who's willing only to get 25%. You might be like,
That's true.
He could be with you, KD.
No,
he could be with you, KD.
And that is true. That's so true.
That's what I'm saying. So you wouldn't go get that man? Go get that man, ladies. Go get that man. If that ain't my brother on the other side of the fence and I want Shorty, I'm gonna go get Shorty. I don't give a fuck about that boy. I don't know what y'all talking about. Give a fuck about that boy.
If she ain't with me and I want her,
Facts.
I want her.
You know what y'all talking about?
I want her. She a man. Damn, that's crazy. That's 20. Got it.
So Karen D is gonna start competing, y'all.
Okay.
I'm gonna start competing.
Karen D is waiting for this nigga to ride up on the white horse.
Well, what's wrong with that? But no,
Nothing is wrong with it, but I mean, you have to have
to give in order to get.
Right.
You have to give in order to get. You do. I agree.
We can move on though now. What's up?
Yeah, going with 60.
Yes, sir.
That's me. It's the meat time. What up, people? Next Sunday we got a very, very, very big game on tap. Both teams have left their respective cities. Shout outs to the Philadelphia Eagles. They took off today for Arizona. And the Kansas City Chiefs left yesterday for Arizona. So both teams are in Arizona right now preparing the game plan for the big game, which is next Sunday. Next Sunday will take place the Super Bowl. What's that? 58. The Philadelphia Eagles versus the Kansas City Chiefs. Hopefully, you already know who you're rooting for. I already know who Aisha's rooting for. Aisha's going for the Philadelphia Eagles to add another Super Bowl to their resume. The city of Philadelphia is buzzing.
Yeah.
Don't say ad like they got 3 or 4 or some shit. Like, the fuck?
The city of Philadelphia buzzing. You can feel the excitement in the air, regardless if it's chilly or not. You can still
Bart.
up the town, which is a great feeling here in Philly, regardless if you're a Philadelphia Eagles fan or not. They got the city going crazy. So shout out to those boys. And other relatable news dealing with sports. The Brooklyn Nets traded away.
I'm disgusted.
the Dallas Mavericks. So Kyrie is no longer Brooklyn net, which could actually have a domino effect with other stars in Brooklyn, like the likes of Kevin Durant, who may ask to also be traded again for the second time. So we're waiting to see the dominoes fall. The trade deadline is actually February 9th, which is in a couple of days, which will then be preceded by the All-Star game. So if you're a fan of Brooklyn or just a fan of the NBA, you want to keep your eyes and ears open to that. I know the crew at Game 7 this Thursday at 7 p.m. We'll talk about it. Mike and T, about the trade, the pieces that were moved, and also any other moves that are going to take place between now and then. So be on the lookout for Game 7 at 7 p.m. on the Telemade Network. Also, before we get out of here, we just wanted to make it short and sweet. Again, our prayers are up for B. McFly, who's a great dear friend to us here at Uncensored Minds. We love you, brother. Just continue to keep your head up. Don't let the devil get the best of you, because he's out here. You know what I mean? Stay focused and stay true to yourself. We love and appreciate you. Also, a big shout out to all the people that's in the audience. We appreciate them. I want to give a shout out. I just seen her posted, but Brenda Robinson, her birthday is Tuesday, the 7th. We're probably gonna miss her birthday, because we don't have a show on Tuesday. But shout out.
Hold the phone now. We must be remiss that this lady said we have to give her a shout out and celebrate her birthday.
Oh no, y'all don't totally ignore me all night.
Extra early.
Y'all don't ignore me all night.
Nobody ignored you all night, Katie. We have to say happy birthday to Miss Katie, aka Dexter, aka Medusa, aka I will not compete, aka I don't want nothing in my ass.
Oh shit! 25% got her name tonight.
Happy birthday, Katie.
Say what, Nell?
25%. 25%. Happy birthday, 25%.
Y'all so wrong. Y'all are so wrong.
I cannot.
Happy birthday, Brenda.
Happy birthday, KD.
Happy birthday, Brenda.
Sometimes spoil the surprise. We heard what you said the other day, and we were actually going. I was actually in it going for 60 seconds. Was about to make a segment about you, but you chose to open your mouth. So we'll let you.
He did.
You got something. Got this. We take care of our people over here, man. But again,
Thank you, Juanita.
Birthday is coming up, so make sure she get the love and that she deserves on her birthday. She will not be posted in Friday Night Lights, so you do not have to worry about seeing it there. This was
Thank y'all. That's okay, because my bestie, y'all, I'm so excited. This weekend, it is going down. It's going down. I'm even going to be out in the street, y'all. It's going down. Now, I have no clue.
Oh, shit.
I have no clue what all Ebony has planned.
Hey, KD, send us a video with audio. Send us a video with audio.
Oh, we're going to have videos, but the one thing about this is going to be treated like a girl's trip. What happened on the girl's trip stays on the girl trip.
Did y'all get y'all man approved? Did y'all get y'all man approved? Last week on the show, you said he can't go nowhere.
No, I did not. No, I was one of those that said he could go.
Okay.
I was one of those that said he could go.
KD's the switch sider, man.
No, I said last week he could go. Remember, I said he could go for the 30 days. As long as we're on good terms.
I can't. What the terms got to do with it, man?
We gotta be on good terms. Thank y'all, everybody, for the early.
So, Katie, if you mad at me because I didn't put out the trash, I can't go because we're not on good terms.
Oh, that's different. No, that's
what is the bad terms then, Katie?
That is nothing.
So if we in a rough patch, I can't go.
Well, you can go, but it's just gonna make the patch even rougher.
I cannot.
What I mean, now that depends on what the rough patch is. Something like trash or something like that.
Didn't they say that missing somebody makes the heart go fonder, or you just
not for me?
That's why your name is Dexter, because you're a fucking serial killer.
Not being a serial killer, but out of sight, out of mind. Sometimes.
That's not true, man. I don't care.
Yeah.
Listen, ladies, I don't care. Hold on, Nell. I don't care if I ain't seen you in 3 fucking years. If I loved your stinking ass, soon as I see you, I'm gonna show you that love from all those 3 years with your stinking ass. What you talking about? What are you talking about?
I
I ain't
can't.
see nobody. They out of sight, out of mind. My ass. I still remember what that pussy feel like. You like, I still remember what that pussy feel like. Fuck you talking about?
Right, them old feelings never go away.
Facts. What are we doing? What you doing over
I
there?
guess I just hide the feelings.
It's cool because I can't wait till
Suppress them.
I can't wait till next Sunday's show.
What's happening next Sunday, man?
All in her affirmation situation. I'm gonna change this. I can't get nothing on with 30 seconds of Nell time. I can't.
I did not interrupt you. T did.
My bad, bro. I had to shout out.
I did not interrupt you.
We would have never heard the end of it.
I had something.
What you got over there, man?
We'll do it on Wednesday on the sneaker show.
No, man, she need that right now, man, because you know she said she wanted her birthday to be celebrated right now, even though it ain't until next week.
Exactly.
So, you know,
it's Saturday to be exact. So
that's a long ass fucking time.
Like you, we do.
When the show come on next Sunday, the birthday will be over with.
Shows, you know, we do 3 shows in between that.
That's what I'm saying. We could have did that shit on Wednesday.
But I'm not on here on Wednesdays.
I can't. Happy birthday, K-Day.
Happy birthday, Katie. That's it. That's all I have.
Well, thank you, Nell. I love you too.
That's all.
Ish, tell her happy birthday, Ish.
Because this is all.
Happy birthday, KD.
But yeah, but next
next
Sunday we
We're
will
not
be putting
saying
up a
the
cash
Sunday.
out for KD.
That's what I'm saying. We're not saying it next
Yeah,
Sunday.
yeah,
You
we
wanted
are.
to do it here and
I
now.
ain't seen no cash out all night.
You ain't say you wanted that.
We gonna put up a cash out.
You didn't say you wanted
up
that.
a cash out.
You never said you wanted that. You said you wanted to be your
We
shout
put up
out.
a
You said
cash
you
out.
wanted birthday shout outs this week. So we did it this week. It's over.
Yeah,
with.
but I ain't seen no cash app up there.
It's over. Somebody put up her cash app real quick. What's the cash app, K-Day? We gonna put it up right now.
Oh no, it's too late now.
Get you the fuck up out of here.
The show is over with. No,
Get you right up.
This cash app up from the
$25.
Get you right up out of here, man. Happy birthday, K-Day. Any last words, people? What's up? Oh no, I do want to say shout out to it's not a failure for all y'all ladies. I did bump into a nice young lady who had just recently graduated from Columbia because she is smart. This was amazing for me. this was amazing for me to bump across a female that was smart. And she told me about this thing called a Candida diet or some shit that helps with MS for you now.
Well, send that shit to me.
Facts. I got the information.
Candida's diet?
First of all, Katie, nobody's talking to you because I'm talking to Nell.
But I know someone else.
Nope.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
I got you, Nell. I'm gonna send you the
past
information.
2 weeks been really, really rough on me, MS wise. I've been
Thanks.
going through it. I smile on my face just because
it's just symptoms.
But this shit been really going crazy on me lately. But we're surviving, and we are going to.
You see what she did? You see what she did for me, KD? She gave me some information.
The spread to the world.
She brought something to the table.
So what? Everybody next week we want to get y'all Valentine's Day list because Valentine's Day is on.
Valentine's Day is canceled. I didn't told y'all this shit already.
That's on the
If y'all said that we need to open the door for love, what is Valentine all about?
KD.
Nothing.
Love.
You're supposed to love on your partner all the time. You don't need a date for that.
Right.
Exactly, but Valentine's Day is a day to highlight that love.
No, that shit is a day to buy dumb shit that y'all not gonna need.
No, it's not my fault.
It's important to us.
KD, it's not my fault that on Valentine's Day, instead of going out for dinner, if the Eagles win the Super Bowl, like I said, they will be at the parade. It will be at the parade. There will be no dinner dates.
Mhm.
There will be no dinner dates. Sorry, ladies. There
We
will
can
be no dinner
celebrate
dates.
at the parade. We can celebrate at the
So
parade.
this my joint, right? If they say, all right, well, February 14th is the day to show love and show that we love y'all. Cool. That's the only day that I gotta take y'all ass out, and I ain't gotta do nothing else the rest of the year. To stop saying the crazy shit. I gotta stop saying shit that don't make sense.
I say it's the day to highlight.
Highlight
But
it
it's
how?
not the only day you show love.
Why do you gotta highlight
But
on
we
that day?
do want to see that love on Valentine's Day. That's important to us.
Let me see.
Fellas,
Let me
y'all
see in the
don't see
chat,
that as
ladies.
importance, but we
Ladies,
do.
I
ladies
would
in the
rather
chat.
just every day.
Thank you, Ish. Thank you.
I'm
Ish.
sorry, but each I want that special love on Valentine's Day. And
What are
most
you?
women that
What
I
are you,
know
a
do.
teenager?
Love though. Like
What? Hold
special
on, no.
love?
Hold on, no. What is she, a teenager?
You call it that if you want to. Call me a teeny bopper.
Mhm.
So what's the special?
Call me a
What's the
teeny
special
bopper.
shit you want to be shown?
Ladies, let me know in the chat. Would y'all like love on a regular basis, or y'all need something special
I
for
want
Valentine's
both.
Day?
I want both.
And what would y'all like?
So what
on
do that look like
Valentine's
for
Day?
you? Like what would
Do
you want? Like a
A
gift?
special note or anything. Just
Do y'all like
something.
flowers?
Acknowledge it.
All right,
Do y'all,
Acknowledge.
do y'all
all
want
right,
Yes,
so you
flowers, or
want to
y'all
be
like chocolate?
acknowledged, right? Are you doing the same for your man of what he wants?
Right, facts. Is you slobbing on that
I
knob
would
every
try.
fucking week?
No. You don't want him to try. You
Every
want him to
fucking
do that.
day.
You want to do the things that he wants you to do?
Facts.
I can do that. I can
Y'all
totally
No.
do that. I have
Liar.
no problem with
I don't. To me,
Liar.
I don't want
Liar.
no little simple fucking note. I want sneakers. I want clothes. I want tangible shit. So if you say no, and this
I
is
know this right. I know that's right, Tara. Can somebody read Tara's comment, please? That's all I'm saying.
yeah, every day.
Grow
every
up.
day, but I
Mhm.
still
What's
want my
Valentine's
special
Day? That was when I was
Valentine.
younger. I want love every single
Valentine's
day.
Day. What are
Every
we doing
single
on
I
that?
day.
want
Grow
my
up.
special
That's for
Valentine.
I don't even know
children.
I
what
want the
Valentine's Day is.
arrangement. I want my special Valentine.
That is for children.
Well, I call me a child. Call me 10 if you want to.
What is
I'm gonna call you 5.
what's the special charge about Valentine's Day?
Facts.
So you
Not
don't
a
you
damn
I
thing.
love you.
I
So
want
do I
everything,
love
but
you
on
more on the
Valentine's
14th of
Day,
February than all the
I'm a
other
sweetheart.
66?
All right, hold on now. I got a question for the ladies real quick. So I saw this on another show.
I
right?
want fucking gifts. I don't want no fucking
I want
card.
I want to ask y'all a question, man. Would y'all rather have real flowers like sparingly, or would y'all rather have the forever flowers one time?
I would rather have the forever flowers one time.
Well, yeah, I would rather have forever flowers because they don't have to be actual flowers.
I tried that shit one year. I was like 19. I went into my lawn and picked they fake Johns out, and I gave them to somebody as a gift. That shit almost got me killed. I thought the shit was beautiful.
Yeah, that was sweet.
The lady almost fucking tried to shoot me for taking out her garden, but
they do, Brenda. And Brenda,
we
while you're there,
tripping.
I guess it's an Aquarius thing. Is that why we're single?
How do
what
we?
What is it about Aquarius women being single?
Oh my God, because
y'all only give 25%. Y'all don't want to compete. That's why.
Brenda, we gotta start giving 75%.
How we tripping because the 14th is again another day.
Right, it's another day.
It's not just another day.
It is.
So do you hold the 14th more special than your actual anniversary with that person?
No.
I mean,
so it's another day.
Hold on, KD. So is Christmas bigger than any other day with your person?
Is Christmas bigger than any other day with my person?
Right.
I'm sorry, but I take Valentine's Day very seriously.
What the fuck?
So what are you, all right? So what do you do on Valentine's Day?
When did Valentine's Day become Valentine's Day over everything? Hold on now. Now, remember when we talked about the for show shit? This is the for show shit. This is the for show shit.
We already know.
Let me put on the show because it's Valentine's Day, so I want to put on the show.
Well, if you know it's special to your lady, then you put that show on.
There it is. No, Katie. Who do you need a show for? Why
you
does
put
it
on for your person? Not for
I can do
anybody
that.
else.
I can do
Your
that any
person.
day.
The world don't even have to know that
KD,
we did anything or you did anything as long as
KD,
I know.
KD, the shit that I do on a regular day is going to be way more grand than the Valentine's Day.
Well, if you do it every day, then that's fine.
Then would you still care about Valentine's Day?
Yes, she would.
Not necessarily.
Bullshit.
You greedy. You greedy.
You just said it.
You greedy.
True to your word. If you true to it, just stick true to it.
Fat.
Yeah, Brenda, that part. Show me something.
What's something?
KD.
I want to know, like, what's something? Because I'm telling y'all, my something, I want gifts that are tangible, that I can slide my feet into, that I can pull over my head.
No.
Give me some sweet candy. Send me some sweet candy. Something.
No.
I like fruit arrangements.
KD.
Something like that.
KD, what if I said fuck this fruit arrangement, right? And on a regular Thursday, I just ran you a nice bath and rubbed you down and cooked you a meal.
Hey, that right there would beat anything hands down.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, KD.
That will beat hands down.
So if
I wouldn't even need anything for that.
So if he didn't do that on the 14th, you wouldn't feel slighted. If he did nothing for you on the 14th,
right,
and he did everything,
not if he's doing well. I can't sit up there and lie, Nell. I
would then.
I would.
Stop telling that man.
I'm not gonna lie.
Fucking
I'm not
child.
gonna lie.
Stop telling that
At
man
least
great.
wake up and say Happy Valentine's Day, babe, or something.
I don't care about that.
Give me something.
So if he rolled over and said, "Damn, you stink" on Valentine's Day, is that cool?
No, it's not, because that is not being sweet. That is not being sweet.
No, look at this.
That's right, Brenda.
You're supposed to.
What's up, Brenda?
I'm telling you, Brenda, they don't know what they are missing out, dude.
That's what it's supposed to be.
Once that wall is stuck, they don't know what they're missing out on, girlfriend.
You didn't even understand what that just said, KD. You didn't even understand what that just said, KD.
Yes, that went way over KD.
Yes. You didn't even understand that.
Yeah, it did.
Right, see? She invited. She said, "Come on."
I'm
ready. Come on.
Yes, KD still talking about Valentine's Day.
Yeah, something went right over my head. I'm trying to see it.
I can't.
Yes.
I'm trying to catch that one. What went over my head?
I can't, KD. You gotta catch it. Watch the replay. Watch the replay.
Gotta catch it. Watch the replay.
Watch the replay, KD.
Yeah, I got to. I got to watch the replay because I missed that totally.
Happy birthday, KD. KD, the point was Valentine's Day is just a day. Yes, we can, say Happy Valentine's Day and we can give you flowers and all of that bullshit. But I would rather give you love every day.
Mm-hmm.
That is way more important than that. You can have both, but don't put a value on something.
So Valentine's Day is included in that every day.
That's fine, KD, but don't put a value on something that doesn't need that much value.
Well, I'm not putting value on it, but I'm telling you, I've seen a lot of couples break up over Valentine's Day.
I cannot. If you break up over me on Valentine's Day, I will kick your ass.
People purposely break up to keep
That's
from
crazy
giving on Valentine's Day. I've seen guys break up with women just to keep from giving on Valentine's Day.
Over a man-made holiday? Over a man-made holiday?
Katie,
I've seen people break up when it's coming up to it, when it's coming up to different days like that because they don't want to celebrate it. I've seen them do something to break up.
Facts, Katie. I agree with that. But what I'm saying to you is if you break up with me on Valentine's Day because you didn't get a Valentine's Day gift and I take care of you every other day,
it wouldn't be that
I'm going to
serious.
kick your ass.
Break up.
Listen to me, Katie. You missing what I'm saying. I'm going to kick your ass. That's the part that you missed.
Your man should be romantic with you like all the time. Like and you should be romantic with him all the time. Like the Valentine's Day should not equate to nothing because that's what you should be getting on the regular. You know what I mean?
Hold on, Ish. Let's ask KD together. Ish, KD, are you going to give me the regular box on Valentine's Day?
Oh no, it's gonna be special. It's gonna be special.
What the fuck is special box?
I'm
though?
gonna dress
Exactly.
that thing up. It's
Special.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna be a totally different person. You're gonna think you got a new woman
I don't
on
see
that day.
that. Men don't want that shit.
Yeah, I mean,
They gonna want this.
But like me, I want no totally different chick now. Now, like that mean you cheating? I'm cheating then. Huh? Give me a whole
Well, you
different
can
chick.
cheat
What the fuck does that mean?
with the person that with the
can't.
altar. You can cheat. With
Nobody-
them. That's the only time you can cheat and get away with it.
But why men don't want that shit? We already want your stinking fucking ass that we already have for 12 years. We cool with that one. Don't
I
give
want
me-
your regular lazy box.
Yeah. The fuck?
But don't you want it served up special?
No, I just want
Like,
it. It don't matter how
like,
it comes.
put some
That's the
flair
problem.
into
Ish.
it.
Ah, that shit-
KD, that's the problem. We don't care about all of that.
yeah, overthinking shit. And then
Give us the box.
overthinking shit be making that shit whack.
Right, don't overdo it. Just give us the box.
Hey, we got with your ass for a
Yeah, and
reason.
then not only that, like that shit should be getting spiced up every fucking day. Like that shit should be always spicy, not just on Valentine's Day. Extra.
But see, we can order extra spicy stuff each and
What
have
the fuck is this
something
extra
different
spicy stuff? What
in
extra
there.
spicy
Have
stuff are you
something
ordering?
added. We can add it on Valentine's
Wait,
Day
what?
to use throughout the year.
Adding another chick?
Oh hell no!
Right. That's what I'm
Hold on
saying.
now.
Like
Hell no!
when
Man.
you say add extra layers, like it's gotta be some shit.
No,
like
toys.
Katie, you don't like
Toys
getting,
to assist
you don't like
in it.
getting having sex in the ass, but then you giving up some
Katie,
ass.
Katie, did you just say
Well,
toys?
hey, that could happen. That's something you
Katie.
never
Right.
do. That could happen.
Asshole in it?
Why is that something you never do though?
Not everybody do that.
She ain't with me then.
See, that's not a normal thing.
She ain't with me then.
I
man.
would say that's a normal thing
That's
among.
the hell it is.
Well, maybe it is.
That's
Hell,
how
maybe
it
I'm
is.
behind. Brenda, we behind, girl.
Yeah, you behind, KD.
Brenda, we behind.
I'm
I
saying,
don't stay behind.
Bullshit.
KD, you behind and you behind.
I can't. I
You
cannot.
behind.
Mhm.
Brenda, we gotta catch up.
Better catch up, man.
Brenda, we gotta compete with each other, girl. We gotta be
Catch
able
up,
to tell
man.
each other, okay, girl, I got it. So we
catch
got
up,
to
KD.
affirm Brenda to get us a
right.
man.
Y'all out here.
Get our
fighting,
man. Let's get our man, girl.
KD, you know, KD,
On that, she got somebody already.
what happened?
Brenda ain't rolling with Katie on that time.
Brenda says she don't have anybody.
Katie
No,
said,
she got somebody in
Yeah,
mind. She already
right.
said that.
yeah, she
Oh,
Hey,
okay.
then you
Well,
gotta pay
now
attention.
I can
Keep up.
roll with you on that, Brenda, because I got somebody. I mean, I just got to make it stronger with him. I got somebody, but I just got to. Damn, Tara, what you talking about? Catch up. What you got to tell us?
Tara about her business. She ain't playing with y'all. Tara from Brooklyn. She
And
from
Tara,
Brooklyn.
by the way, happy birthday again.
She from Brooklyn. Man.
Dang. Well, Brenda,
Mhm.
I got somebody. I just gotta make it stronger with him, and I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna
Shout out to you, Tara. She from Brooklyn, man. Happy birthday, man. Brooklyn in the house, man.
Oh,
Tara, talking about some catch up. Brenda, look at Tara, girlfriend.
Right, man. Right, man. All right, people. Can we get up out of here, man? What's happening?
please.
What's wrong now?
He don't put the intelligent glasses on. What's that about now?
What the fuck is you calling me dumb?
He don't put the
No, of course not.
Intelligent
I
glasses
cannot.
on. I need to see.
Of course not. Everybody know Nell is no dummy.
People also know that when I put my glasses on, means my head is hurting, so I use them to. I don't have to strain my eyes either.
You all right over there?
I swear to
I
fucking
am
God,
good. Yes.
Saturday might not come for Katie. She keep acting like this.
Hold on now. People in the chat, make sure y'all continue to like and share the video. And all the episodes are streaming live on all platforms, so you can't have no excuse of missing episodes. All the episodes are on the audio platforms as well. What's up? What's happening right now?
It's time to
He
go
done
night
got
night.
tickled.
People making googly
It's
eyes.
time to go night night. I'm
People
going
making
night-night.
googly eyes, Ish.
People making.
Who's making
Googlies.
googly
It's
eyes?
time to
People making
go.
googly eyes.
Who make Googlies?
Time to go.
What am I
Bye,
missing?
everybody. Have a great
Oh, Brenda said
week.
she won't nail. Oh my God.
Episode 117.
I
Episode
can't.
117. Episode
I
117 going
Brenda
down
said
in
she
the
going after her man. Brenda said she going after her man.
I cannot.
Yo, y'all motherfuckers crazy. This is April yet?
Brenda on the roll.
You bring
Brenda
up
on a
On the roll.
roll.
She said,
bring up- you
listen,
bring
if
up
she
the
could have
competition.
T and Nell under the same roof, it would be heaven.
Oh my God.
You
You
trying to
bring
get
up the
both of us?
She said, I'm still looking at him. Oh, that's what you were speaking of. Oh my
You
God.
bring up the
Yeah.
competition and they just let it roll, man. I'm not mad at it.
I cannot.
I am not mad at
Roll
it.
with it, Brenda girl.
Yes,
Roll
no.
with it.
As
Roll
you
with it.
should, Brenda. As you should.
Mhm. Yes. She said, yes,
CK
babe.
CK Day.
Ain't nothing
I
wrong
love
with that,
it.
Brenda girlfriend. Shoot your shot.
Shoot your
She
shot,
said-
man.
Shoot your shot. You
Shoot
never
your
know.
fucking shot, man. Shoot your shot, man. It is what it
Look
is.
at Nell. Nell is like flabbergasted.
Nell said Wednesday at 8 p.m. the swag portion of our Telemade Kick Show, so make sure y'all there.
Splash Wednesdays.
Crazy
Splash
swag.
Wednesdays.
We got
No,
some- we got some
Nell,
love for
you
y'all.
got to address this.
Game 7.
KD.
You're the most. You
KD.
got to address this.
KD.
I gotta go.
KD, what's understood don't need to be explained, KD. What's understood don't need to be explained, KD.
Oh, okay.
What's wrong
Right,
with you,
right.
man? You always trying to snitch on somebody on fucking live YouTube and shit.
It's all good. It's all good, KD.
Because what's understood don't need to be
It
explained.
don't need to be
KD. You
explained.
talking about Nell address this.
Period.
What the fuck?
Yeah, like chill.
Cool out. Cool out, KD. We out of
What's
here, man.
understood?
All right, we
Episode
out of here.
117,
Episode
people. We out of here,
117.
man. Deuces.
Peace.
Wow.